And we're back, and there's no better time than now because it's the new season. We have Chapter 6, Season 2. It feels so weird saying that still. We're going to talk about all the new things this season. We're going to talk about all the new items. We're going to rank all the new items based off of what the title of this video is. And we're also going to talk about some of the new stuff in the POI and have some fun with some games since you guys loved the games last week. But before I do that, of course, I got Coach Harry in the building. I got Coach Boop in the building. And I got the one and only Teddy Moon in the building. Guys, you enjoying the new season?
Yeah, it's alright. It's not bad. I'm trying to be positive, we'll get into it, but I'm trying my best to be as positive as I can this season. I feel like I complain a lot about the game and complain a lot about players or anything, but I'm just going to try and be positive this season. So yeah, it's okay. It's pretty good.
You do complain too much, Harry, if you're being honest, man. The people have been talking, I've seen the comments, you got to stop, man. I mean, I don't know why we're doing a tier list when we know that the Mammoth Pistols is going to be first place on all categories anyway, so we might as well skip it there, man.
Brilliant. Teddy, you've been getting some games in this season, watching it all, what are you feeling?
I got a few. I choked my unranked match, shotgun shot at the very end, so that would have been my umbrella game. But, I thought it was pretty fun. I played for a couple
Imagine
hours.
not winning your first game of the season every season since Chapter 1.
And it's unranked.
It'd never be me. It'd never be me.
I know, tier 1 bot right here. Tier 1 bot.
Yeah. I mean, I've played a bit. I played a couple games on day 1 with Resub. I played a couple games with Harry on day 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I've not played much since then. I think I'm at level 9. It's weird. I've played, but I don't feel like I've played. Like, I couldn't tell you the name of any of the new spots except for Crime City. There you go. So this should be a fun episode. Let's just get right into it. Let's get into the tier list. So I'm really annoyed that our good friend Resub isn't here because this tier list is actually based off of Resub. Resub, like last season, did like a video where he ranked all the items. And these were the categories he had. So I was going to surprise Reese and be like, hey, look, Reese, it's your categories again. And he bailed on us. So, yeah.
Way to welcome Teddy, Levin, by the way. I'm so sad that Reese isn't here, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Just got Teddy, bro.
I'll fire off some good takes and lessen the blow of no resub.
It's the opposite for resub. We need some bad takes.
True. Reese gives some great takes and every once in a while there's just one what are you saying, Reese? But let's get started because we have a bunch of items. Some of these are not in competitive, some of these are. Yeah. So we have a not in comp category. Well, Reese had a not in comp category, so we'll just chuck them in there. What do you want to start with? We'll start the opposite order. We always start left, right? Yeah. We'll start this way. We got the medallion. I can't even remember the name of this medallion.
The Unstoppable Medallion.
The Unstoppable Medallion.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is a treat. We love medallions in Fortnite, don't we? We absolutely love medallions.
So,
can I?
What is it? Does this one do again?
All right, fine. This is the one you get from the train, from the wolf, where you get from the train, and it makes you run. I think you have. I don't know if it's unlimited sprint or you run really
the proper
quick.
description is knockback enemies you sprint into also increases sprint speed.
Yeah, that's it. And you actually deal damage to the enemies you knock back as well. It's like a little bit of damage you deal to them as well.
Can you brick walls with it, Harry?
No, unfortunately not. We are not going back to Nitro Season 2.0. We're not going back there again. But, I mean, it's nice.
I've not picked this up. I've not even had it, to be honest with you. So I can't give you my proper scale here.
I mean, I can give you, it feels like, in solos, it feels like this will be really strong, right? In a no mobility meta we're going into at the moment, there is mobility, but not insane mobility like a Void Mask. Having something which just increases your sprint speed when you're going to be running a lot is just a nice thing to have. Is it overpowered in any way possible? Not really. Someone's not going to have the Unstoppable Medallion, you're going to be like, well, they just win the game guaranteed, right? In solos, it's definitely way more powerful than in trios, but no one's sitting there thinking, okay, I have to grief for this medallion every single game. I need it. It's not on that level of a Raft coin or a Grim Gate coin, anything like that. But it's just a nice thing to have.
Does the movement speed multiply? With Gold Rush? And
so if you go Gold Rush bat and this, you go insanely fast.
Because Harry, where would you put it? I'm going to trust this first one in your hands.
I feel like perfect's just fine. Perfect. Like perfect or no complaint. Like it's nice to have. It's not like insanely overpowered. It's solos. It definitely would get to strong or like maybe like probably strong as fuck. But for trios, if we're talking in trios, I think it's just perfect or no complaints really.
I'll put in perfect then for the balance. Can be strong as fuck in solos. No complaints in trios. So we'll put it in perfect. The next one, another medallion. So this season we have 2 medallions. This is the Super Shield medallion. Spawn a Shield Bubble Junior when you use a healing item on yourself, excluding splashes and grenades.
Where the hell do you get this from?
You get it from
I don't think I've seen it. Okay, so that's why I haven't seen it in scrims yet.
It's the island one, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not in comp at the moment, unfortunately. Because the island's not in comp. For whatever reason. I think it's because the island's bugged or something, but...
I think it's bugged, yeah.
Yeah, so
now... Not in comp. So when the season came out and I saw this one, I actually did think this would be like quite good. Not like strong as fuck, but like just nice. You know, you get that extra bit of protection while you're healing. For solo clutches, I can imagine someone just like getting just sprayed to shit and just sitting there popping like minis or bandies or something. Yeah, I mean, like everyone's trying to like lobby spray them and they just sat there just farming a bit of placement. But yeah, we'll put this in not in comp for now.
Could you use it in heal off too? If it goes in comp, assuming it goes into comp.
What? To, like, put a shield ball, right? You would, you'd use it.
Yeah. And that would be not bad, you know? I guess you'd force the person to sort of ran at you into your shield, but then again, you got an advantage there. All right, next we have the new splashes. And I think with this, we'll do like all of the Gold Rush things together here. So we'll do the Gold Rush boon as well right after. But the Gold Rush splashes, we have Gold Rush in the game this season. Gold Rush is an effect that increases your speed, how fast your pickaxe swings, and how much damage your pickaxe does against structures while you have the effect. My experience of Gold Rush was waking up, seeing the new season, seeing a Coach Boop tweet and a Resub tweet about how broken this is, and it is pretty insane.
Yeah, but you said everything. Yeah, it's just insane. Like, I mean, the fact it's I think the biggest thing is the fact it's a blue rarity item. So you actually get it quite frequently. And it feels like everyone is running around in late games or in 50-50 zones, just being able to triple chop into any box they want. Full Metal will triple chop in within a second. It doesn't matter, to be honest, right? It's just so strong this season. And it's one of those things that at first I was like, this has to get nerfed, but I don't really know when the whole season's based around gold and, you know, the whole gold feeling is like, I don't know if it's actually ever going to get nerfed at all.
I mean,
if it's damage to structure, but you could still, like, the farming rate is still good, because I think the farming rate aspect of this item is really good, right? But and balanced for competitive.
Yeah. I don't know if you need to have the I don't think you need to have the pickaxe damage on top of it. I feel like that is a bit overkill.
You don't need it on structure damage, because like the triple pickaxing in comp is just ridiculous on anyways. I think you can break a metal one shot, and like especially if you're crouching behind them, there's not much audio in the game. It's a bit problematic. The crazy thing about these is there's a black market shop in Mosses that you can buy them for, and it has like 10 or 15 stock. So like the pub power teams this season, there's a new building that showed up where you can get 5,000 gold guaranteed. So all the pump power teams are literally running around with 18 of these splashes in their inventory, which is ridiculous. So very strong for them, but honestly, I don't think it needs a nerf. Like, I haven't seen it being as problematic as like to like late games. It's been like the consistent utility item for rotates most of the time. I don't think people are using it as much for like pickaxe into boxes.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's you kind of have to use it to do a lot of different things, which means you waste it. Weakens, it weakens the potential like strongest part of it. Like, because I think instantly that's where everyone like's mind went when you saw it, right? It's like, oh my god, triple pickaxe in an endgame is going to be crazy. My first thought was, after seeing the boot tweet, was, wow, this is strong as fuck. My second thought was, this is really going to test this game's audio, because if you can't hear a full trio running at you from behind with this, that's going to be problematic. But like you said, Boot, from the scrims I've watched, people obviously have to use these for rotates. They're using them obviously as health as well. Like you rarely get to the point where you have enough of them where you're like, yeah, let's make a triple pickaxe play. And if you are, it's like, that's just the point in the game you're at. I think it's strong as fuck. I don't think it's pleasing enough. I think if anything, the aspect of nerfing it would just be like, again, like making it not as easy for like a pump power team to just have infinite amounts, right? Not necessarily nerfing the item, but just nerfing the different areas where you can maybe get too much of the item.
Yeah, the only thing I'd lastly add onto it is, as we kind of touched on, is like, I just don't think it needs this much utility in a blue rarity item. That's the only thing. I don't think you need the pickaxe damage, the pickaxe speed, the movement speed, and it being a chug splash, which is one of the best heals in the game, right? So I think just that would be the only thing I'd remove is the pickaxe damage, so people don't get used to and able to do it when they get better at the season, right? They're not able to triple pickaxe in box, but yeah, I think strong as fuck's perfect, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Well, I said we'll do it. Another thing to add, right? Obviously, you get the gold rush effect not just from these splashes, not just from the gold rush boon, but from gold veins and gold river that is in that area of the map of the sort of west. So there's different ways to get it, but obviously gold splash is probably the most consistent ways we'll see people use it. But it is also the gold boon. I'm having to look at the flipping item in the middle, like which boon is it? Is this the right one? I'm pretty sure I've got the right one.
Yeah.
Would you guys place the gold boon in the same just strong AF, or where we
is it the same?
It?
No, this is the one where you open containers, I'm pretty sure, and you get the gold rush effect. If I'm not
yes, so if you when you open containers, you get the gold rush effect. Yeah,
I think it's just early mid game sort of thing.
It's I guess there's efficiency routes you can run like now in early games of spots where it doesn't have the river. I know like a lot of teams now just go to the river and then they can farm their mats in like 10 seconds. But like if you don't have it on the west side of the map, you need to, I guess, open up chests and like do it more efficiently that way. Feels a bit finicky and doesn't seem like it's going to be that efficient because you have to rely on getting the boon first as well, right? So I mean, I don't think it's that great then.
Let me ask your guys' opinion on something. Do you think the accelerated farming will make more drop spots on the map viable, or is it too early to tell?
I think it's the bigger problem is the fact that there's the loot, as you can see with how many items there are. The loot pool is a bit cluttered at the moment. There's a lot in the loot pool. There is I think that's the biggest problem for a lot of spots, actually getting enough loot for a full trio, because I think last season we kind of got into the habit of, oh, you don't have loot? Go fish somewhere. It doesn't matter, right? Mm-hmm. But this season, without that, it's kind of... That's the biggest problem. Teams are struggling to even get not close to full heals at certain spots where you wouldn't even be questioning it last season. So that would be the biggest problem. But it does make some interesting things possible to do.
I think I would assume that the gold spreads through the map throughout the season. I feel like that's a thing that Fortnite probably would do. So I think maybe that buff spots as we get further into the season. But I don't think the gold rush really changes much because people aren't using it too much in the early game. It's only the new POIs that are benefiting from it, and the new POIs are all pretty good, other than Oasis, which is a fucking stinker.
Yeah, and they're all going to get claimed by like tier 1 teams.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
got it.
Okay, I'll put the gold rush boon in early game then. I remember you sort of said when I first, like, when we played Harry and we went into the vault and like I was like, oh, should I get this? And I read it's only when you open containers, and you were like, we don't need this crap. And I was like, you know what, Harry, you're right. So I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Even you could even argue in early game you probably wouldn't even want it, to be honest. Like you wouldn't spend the thing like the gold on it. Yeah, you wouldn't spend the coin on it or gold or whatever you have to spend. Low key, it's not even early game. It's just mid.
Yeah, it's just mid. Even if mid's above early game,
but mid should be
mid game.
Yeah.
No, mid's not mid game.
It's very confusing little thing here.
Yeah. Blame Reese.
No, because to give Reese credit, I think it's just like there's some stuff that's not bad. It's just you'd only use in early game, but this isn't even that. This is just mid. It's not even like, oh, I'd only use this in early game.
Yeah, and Fortnite pros, they know the value of virtual coins and currency, so they're going to value this correctly, for sure. They're definitely going to value this correctly.
That's true. All right, we got our first weapon of the new season, a new addition this season. We have the sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for this one. This is a Fortnite knowledge test here to see if you guys are fraudulent or not. Okay. 2 mammoths or 1 sniper in your loot inventory as a trio?
Depends. I mean, it depends on how you're playing, but if you're because the sniper's way harder to be good at, but I would say 2 mammoths, obviously.
It has to be 2 mammoths.
Okay. The answer is you never carry a sniper. If you carry a sniper, you're fucking milking your team. This is an age-old thing we've had in like 5 seasons of sniper meta, and there's been I think the last was also mammoth, right? But like, there's no world where you don't carry a mammoth over a sniper. Because like, what's a sniper gonna do? Let's say even if the sniper was 200 HP, the chances you ever hit a headshot with a sniper is, let's say, it's like 5%. But if you're a pro player with a mammoth, you're hitting that shot like 90% of the time on the body, right? So like the damage is so much more consistent carrying mammoths over snipers. The amount of people I see like, you're fucking dumb, bro. You gotta carry a sniper. It's so good. No, the mammoth is so much more consistent in damage. This is why you're dying the surge in your Division 2 lobby, you stinker. You know, get the right items. That's it. Drop the ego. You can't use a sniper that well, other than if you're Thomas.
Do we have a Thomas HD comeback season inbound with the mammoth and the sniper? What are we thinking?
No, we have a Clicks winning FNCS season.
Well, that's not a That's like the tired word meme.
Yeah, there's the thumbnail sorted in the title. Whew, there you go.
Right.
I mean,
the meta that wins Clicks FNCS.
Yeah,
this is. But I think this genuinely, if obviously we have to take in consideration the mammoth, but if the mammoth wasn't in the game, this sniper is actually really nice to use. You know, it's actually probably one of the better snipers we've had. Only one-shot headshot, a golden mythic rarity, and to balance out not being able to one-shot headshot, it's quick fire rate, 3 bullets in the mag. You can also change the scope from either like normal scope, really zoomed in, or you can even have no scope at all. You can take off the scope like with all the other like red dot guns. You got the same effect, uncanting, I think it is, right? So you can do a lot of that sort of stuff. And I just think if the mammoth wasn't in the game, it would be a really cool, like, I think it would be one of the better snipers we have because it avoids surge trading, right? If you have snipers in the game, it makes it harder to surge trade. It doesn't make it impossible. However, obviously the mammoth's in the game. Mammoth is way more consistent, way better, and for that, I think I would put it in either perfect or no. Probably no complaints. I'd put it in perfect or no complaints because in comparison to mammoth, you're just not really going to carry it. That's the problem.
So I agree with you. The thing I would say is that. So I saw BloodX making a tweet, right? Shout out to BloodX. And he was talking, obviously, like everybody else, about how the mammoth needs to go, right? And everyone's like, the mammoth needs to go. The mammoth needs to go. My whole timeline is the mammoth needs to go. It's funny, the Fortnite comp account tweeted, like, what's the ideal loadout this season? And everyone was like, mammoth. I'm mammoth. Like, it's just really funny. But BloodX made the great point of, in a world where like something happens to the mammoth where they have a hard nerf, it'll take it out. If everyone is just using snipers all season, eventually we're going to get to the point where everyone's complaining about the snipers.
But I don't think it's as bad. Like, I get his point, right? But people are willingly being able to just use the mammoth as a switch weapon because it's actually good, like, as box fighting. It's a good gun, like, to box fight and replace balls. The structure damage is high. Like, not even just in the early mid-game. Like, it's fine to use the sniper. If you have to carry pump sniper, you feel so clunky. It makes it so, like, you have to weaken your loadouts if you're gonna carry a sniper. And also, it just not being as consistent. I know what he's trying to say, which is if everyone's carrying sniper, they get good at sniper, it becomes problematic. But I just don't even think... to me, it's not as comparable at all. Like, I just don't think it is as comparable.
I think it's really fluid when you transition those guns. Did you see Peter 1v3, Acorn, Ritual, and...
on height, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just like a perfect flick with the mammoth. And then I saw Kanata. He switched to that in a box fight, and he just headshot the guy as well. I think it's, to Harry's point, it's very fluid, switching between that and the shotgun, from what I've seen.
Okay, what I would say though, Harry, is I also think the nature of this season means that, like, I don't think carrying a sniper hurts as much as it maybe does in other matters.
Mm-hmm.
Especially where now, like, we don't have that like one mobility item that people are carrying. Obviously, like people carry like the bats or whatever, and I think we'll see more and more people carry the bats if they can get more of them. But it's like I'm seeing a lot of people carrying triple heal, like with in a meta way of playing like stack lobbies for Surge. Like you're not gonna feel bad carrying a sniper at all. I think it will become the default for a lot of people, which is why I get the worry. from blood.
Yeah,
you get the worry.
Yeah, I guess it's just like I wouldn't want to like. To me, last season's Surge meta, I know it kind of played out differently in Grands. I think that was more down to the server performance more than anything because people can actually get tags, so they end up fighting a lot of the time. I feel like the whole fishing and Surge trading meta was not that enjoyable to watch a lot of the time. It did end up in a grand finals, obviously with the server quality. It ended up in an insane grand finals. I just don't. I want something in the game which counters that. And I feel like having a sniper which doesn't one-shot headshot is the best thing you can kind of have, to be honest.
I feel you. I think it's...
It is strong. The sniper is strong without one-shot headshot. It is. I don't disagree with that.
So you'd put it in no complaints or perfect?
Probably. I mean, Boop, where would you put it? I want to ask Mr. Boop.
Yeah,
You've been watching.
You've watched them silent.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the show. I'd probably put it in like no complaints. I don't think it's perfect because I don't think it's an item that anyone's picking up other than the mythic version of it. I haven't seen a single person pick it up other than the mythic. So like it means it's not viable in the current loot pool, which means it's not a perfect item because like people would use it if it was a perfect item then, right? So I'll put it in like no complaints / mid because it's like when you have a gun that does 90 damage to the body in the mammoth, there's no world where you ever carry a sniper anyways. Even if this was 200 headshot, I don't even think people would carry it with mammoths in the game. So I don't think it fits in this current meta. If mammoths weren't in the game, we'll probably see people try to pick it up. But at the same time, with hit scan AOs, are you really risking an inventory slot when you have so much to carry anyways this season? Because of how like inflated the loophole is? Probably not. So like, I'm actually going even down towards mid. I think sniper's just mid, other than the mythic being like a nice like swap utility item.
I don't know why I asked Boop. I don't like his answer. I wish I just said my answer. I don't
like you, Harry. How about that, huh?
Yeah. All right, let's scrap it a minute.
Teddy, cast the final vote here. Where you putting it?
Let's split the difference and we'll put it in no complaints. Even though I think Boop was technically expressing some complaints about it.
Yeah, Boop's got a lot of complaints.
Boop is the complainer. We all are complainers here on the FNtasia podcast. All right. We now have the SMG, which we already had, obviously, last season. We had this last season, but it's back this season. How do we feel about the SMG?
I mean, has much changed with it? Are people even picking it up anymore? I don't think so, right? It's a strong item for like fighting. I like it for like solo cash clips and stuff. When you don't have like a stack lobby, you have to get tags and surge on. But just because it's kind of there, it's kind of decent. That's it.
I think the SMG has had one of the greatest fall-offs in history. Because I remember that first like episode of the pod we did last season, and like people were like talking about this as like a variable gun. It was like, oh, okay, obviously like the scope to yard is crazy. You got to be carrying that, but hey, this SMG is nuts. I'm hitting beams with it, and like gradually over the course of the season, I just saw less and less people give a crap about it. Outside of obviously like the team that was in Dojo getting like the mythic one, I never saw anyone using this outside of early game. So I'm leaning towards just putting this in early game.
I think there are scenarios where you... So, beginning of last season, I was the biggest advocate for it because there was a lot of spots where you didn't get enough ammo, and it was nice to just have someone with cap ammo with this, right? The biggest problem with this gun, in my opinion, is the structure damage. It's so low. Like, you have no pressure with this gun at all. It generally feels like you can't do anything. I think it's like 14, 15, 16, 17, like going up in the rarities damage per bullet on structure damage. It's basically not... You're basically not even shooting the wall at that point, right? It's nice for beams. As you said, it's nice in the early game. The only real scenario you'd carry it if you are still landing one of those spots which struggles with ammo. But even then, it's like... I'd rather carry I'd probably rather carry the suppressed pistol over it, to be honest. And at that point,
we saw more people carrying suppressed pistol and grants when they didn't have when they had to pick a light ammo weapon.
Exactly.
I saw a couple people with it.
Exactly. So I'd put it in. I think I'd probably put it in mid because early game. I still think there will be people who sometimes carry it. Like Boop said, it's decent in solo cash cup. I can see some scenarios where you could use it. I think there's some worse things in here, which will be an early game, which I don't think this deserves to be on the same tier as. So I'd put it in mid for me.
How do you feel about the build SMG?
I think mid is perfect.
It's perfect. Missed it. Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not gonna
like
lie to you
layup.
guys. I don't think it's mid. I think it's okay. It's just, and like, I think in the early game, if you have a like this SMG, like, you're good. Like, if you're like
Probably happy.
yeah, like, you're like, all right, like, I got a gun to fight with. So I think this is just like an early game for me. I think it's the best early game you can get, which is why I want to put it in early game.
You know, put it in early game. I'm fine. I'm fine with you. Put it in early.
Whole skill doesn't make sense, man. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Blame resub.
Yeah,
it does make sense. You just have to. It makes sense.
Go with it. Yeah.
It makes
sense. It does make sense. The pump shotgun.
Strong.
Back again.
Yeah, I mean,
it's still just strong as fuck.
Yeah, it's just strong as fuck. Like, there's no real, there isn't a conversation to have, because we'll get on to the next shotgun in a second, but I mean, it's one of the best pumps we've had, especially when it comes to just like pump replacing walls and the pressure you can have in box fights, and watching the best fighters use this gun. It makes it feel like everyone does just have a mythic, even though it's just like you can use like a green or blue to the same like skill. You know, it does not matter about rarity just because of the pressure you can have with it. Yeah, this shotgun is just so strong.
Yeah. I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
The twin fire auto shotgun.
The cock and balls.
The cock and balls.
It's honestly low-key, it's kind of an underrated shotgun. I think this thing kind of tears in the early game, you know?
Yeah,
you can kind of get freaky with it in the early game, you know? But at the same time, not a single person's carrying it, but I mean, it has, you know, there's some use for it.
Carrying the mythic one.
I actually don't know. I haven't seen someone have the mythic.
You get from the armored bands.
Yeah, I don't know how much damage it does.
But he was also playing NA ping, so maybe that
does help. That definitely does help.
Yeah, they also just don't shoot back in that region.
That was the main reason why he was fine taking it, to be honest with you.
If you hit above 60 with the shotgun, I'm impressed. You know, that deserves to go into highlights. If you hit any damage above 60 with this gun, it is... Yeah, if there's an early game weapon, this is it. This is the early game weapon.
But this is like... this is definitely an early game weapon. But is it a bad early game weapon that it just has to be mid?
No, so the way I think about this is like mid is something you would carry later into the game, but it's like it's just a mid version.
You acknowledge it's mid. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I hear that. I hear that.
Like
in a France versus Poland off spawn, either side is happy if they get this. If they're one of the first teams to get this.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear it.
Yeah, if you get off spawn, you're happy.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear it. All right, we have a newer weapon, finally. We have, or not finally because we did have the sniper, but we have a newer weapon. We have the collateral damage AR. What do you guys think of this AR? Are we liking it? Is it strong?
I didn't realize it was in the game.
These guys don't know what's in the game.
Because who the hell? No one's carrying it. Why would you carry anything else other than the red dot? Surely, right?
Was it with you or when I played with Reese? I picked this up in one of my first games, and I genuinely thought I was holding a pea shooter. It was one of the worst, like, first time experiences I've had with a new AR in a while.
Yeah.
I didn't use
this
it
is what caused me
to
lose my unranked game, Levin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I ran out of AR ammo with this thing. I ran out of AR ammo, so I'm very biased against this gun.
I need to look at the stats of this gun.
No, the structure damage is lower than the SMG, which I've already just complained about.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's like and I think it's like 18 damage per rarity or something like that. It's I mean, it's just an SMG. They put AR on there, but the only thing that's like about it, which is an assault rifle, is just it takes medium ammo. And then, as you said, Boop, why would you ever carry it over a red or either of the red dots, right? It makes no real sense why you'd ever use it. To me, this is, again, an early game weapon. You're fine if you get in the early game. I would be shocked. There will be some people who use it in end game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. I think I saw, like, Flixie use it one game when they had enough surge. But I just think it's just a gimmick if you're using it at this point.
So it's not an assault rifle, it's an ass rifle.
This AR doesn't deserve any more of our time. Yeah. Stinker. The Hollow Twister AR. Back again. Still strong AF.
Still strong as fuck. Yeah.
Harry, do you think it needs a nerf though? Or are you happy with strong AF?
I think everything else needs a buff. I think it's like, yes, you could say it needs a nerf, but it's just like in comparison, it's just everything needs a buff. It's a red dot, 100% what's it called? First shot accuracy, 100% first shot accuracy in a hit scan meta. It's going to be overpowered. It doesn't matter the damage or the structure damage or the fact it's quick reloading. They made a nerf to it last season. That did nothing. That didn't make it any worse. So yeah, it is. You definitely could nerf it, and I would be surprised, but I think it's just the problem comes from it being a red dot and a hit scan meta.
I'll channel Boop, and I'll coin a term. This is a Coach Harry must carry.
It is a must carry. I like that.
Coach Harry must carry. Certified.
I like that. Get the boop sayings, get them in.
Yeah, the branding.
Yeah.
Well, Boop is the master.
Can't compare.
Branding, eh?
Can't compare to my marketing. It's
Coach Boop.
unparalleled.
Not even a fucking coach.
Yeah.
Right,
it keeps people talking about it.
True. We now have another red dot in the game. One that is returning, but returning in a better form than the last time we saw it. Because I feel like the last time, well, at least it was in Reload, right? Like last year, and it was crap. But now it's not crap, and people are using it again, somewhat.
Somewhat, yeah. I think that I'm glad you added the somewhat because I was about to.
It's. I mean, it's AUG. It's more like, ugh, I don't want this gun. Give me the red dot. You know what I'm saying? Because like that. I mean, it's a fun weapon. It's like, hell yeah, I'm using the AUG again. Give me like Chapter 2 vibes. But like, you just rather have a hollow twister AR most of the time, anyways, because it's more consistent for damage. So it's a fun little swap weapon, but I don't think many people actually use it. At least from what I've seen, I haven't seen much people use it.
Yeah,
this is a solid mid.
I agree. Yeah. It's a solid mid. The only thing I've seen of it is Canada. I think played in like 3 customs in a row, and every time it's like, why am I carrying this gun? It's the worst gun I've used. It's so inconsistent trying to get surge with it. So yeah, I agree. It's mid.
That's brilliant. Well, the next item is not in comp.
It is. Sure. Yes, it is in comp.
Absolutely, it is.
The plasma burst is in.
We've been following the Boop tweets, mate.
Yes, because I saw the clip of I saw the Boop clip. How can I?
The big Boop clip, the BBC, mate. Come on.
Yeah. No, my bad. Wait, the what? Wait,
the big Boop clips. What?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, no. That's what we're calling it. The big Boop clips.
My bad. I was thinking of this not being in comp. I'm pretty sure this
is not in comp.
Yeah, but anyway, for the audio listeners, we'll get to it, so you'll figure out what we're talking about eventually. But the plasma laser, how are we feeling about this?
Underrated. I kind of like it. It's like, okay, so I posted a clip of Queasy using it in high ground. I was like, dude, it does no damage on people on, like, it's like mid at like pressure. But at the same time, this is one of the most obnoxious weapons to like hold a wall against because it just keeps on going brrr, and it takes a long time for it to time out anyways. I low-key think like it's kind of nasty in some situations because like it blows up after you use the laser on the wall. So it's like consistent pressure. Doesn't take that much ammo. You know, it's a nice little. If you don't have anything in the inventory, fuck it, carry one of these bad boys into late game because the pressure is unparalleled.
You're bringing this like quirky gimmick because there's no way this gun is useful. I'm sorry. Like I watched like you said to yourself that clip. You're like the new hype meta, and you said yourself is like it does no damage. It does no damage. Why would I carry something that does no damage?
No, but the pressure, mate.
The pressure of what? Like, I might as well be throwing rusty cans at his box. Like, that's what I'm doing.
Battlefield? You never seen suppressive fire?
Yeah.
Suppressive fire is a thing, man. Come on.
Why do you think you can't shine lasers at planes, Harry? Think about it.
Does it when planes come back, when we're back in Winter Royale and planes are back in the game, then I'll say it's OP. But at this moment in time, it's not.
But it's just the idea of a laser hitting a box and just like consistently doing it. You have to sit there holding it. It's just very obnoxious. It's like it's pseudo pressure. It's a mental game.
Pseudo. We're going into pseudo pressure now.
Pseudo pressure.
This is a comfortable mid.
All right, I have some serious complaints because if this is above the SMG, we have some serious complaints.
No, to be fair, I was going to say that earlier. After you explained your scale of like what's mid and early game, I agree that the SMG should be mid.
Yeah.
No, because I didn't understand what you were like scaling it on. I agree with your scaling. I would move the SMG into mid instead of early game.
Fine, then I'm okay with this. Then I'm okay because there will be some people who try and use this in endgame, but someone will find a triple laser on hype. Maybe that's a cook. That might be the only cook.
Because you won that game, mate. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure he got hype taken off him. But anyway,
this is fucking nerd fact checking, mate. Like, come on, let's go with the narrative.
The facts here. All right.
I've been in the replays. It's fine. That's all I'm doing with my life.
Yeah, you've been leaking the codes.
Yeah.
Someone's always leaking the codes. Always. A big part of the new season, Thermite.
Ooh. No, go on, Boop, because I know you've got a point to make.
Funnily enough, the same game that the laser was used, Queasy also used this Thermite to take high ground. And it low-key kind of busted, because it broke. He was an opposite height, and then someone else was here, and he fucking built up, yanked these Thermites down, and like broke their entire base, and then Queasy kept height. So low-key, there's some utility to this bad boy in the late game if you have an empty inventory slot and you happen to be at the same POI where you landed at, and you happen to have to be able to pick it up so that you're on high ground so you can win the game. In those situations, great. Absolutely beautiful.
There's a lot more potential in this than the laser. I can't lie. This is actually annoying if it gets thrown on you, because you're guaranteed to have to rebox, because it's just going to blow up your entire box.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see more.
Sorry, Harry. We need a category for a lot of ifs on an item. All the ifs that I'm hearing, we need a category for that.
This happens, and if I didn't know you were a bloody programmer, mate, bloody all these L statements.
Oh, elite reference.
Oh, man. Is this a no complaints though? Because it can be annoying, but like Boop greatly highlighted, it's very rare that this is going to be used on you outside of early game.
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
No complaints.
I think it's no complaints. If someone carries it into late game, and they use it on you,
you want it bad. If you want it, if you carry this into late game, you want it more.
You
than
deserve
me,
the gimmicky kill. You deserve it.
You deserve it. Yeah.
Kill's a kill, mate.
Yeah,
100%. All right, on to the next. I died using these, trying to get crazy in someone's box, but it's the Sub-Zero's combat kit.
It was good, and then they nerfed it. They actually nerfed this, which is insane, because there was
nerfed this?
Yeah, they nerfed it because there was an exploit you could use where you could spam it and it wouldn't ever go on cooldown, and you could just spam it across the map. I think I saw Zagu use it, or someone I think it was Zagu. Usually comes up. Yeah, and then they they increased the cooldown by double, I'm pretty sure, and now you can't do that anymore. So now it's useless. Now it's not very good.
There's no one will use it in the game.
Is it even early? Well, I guess it's just early game then.
Yeah. You would drop it if you have any inventory in early game.
Yeah, no, for sure. You pick this up in an off spawn and you're fuming if you get this out of the chest. All right, the pulse scanner doesn't have much range on it, but can be effective in close range. Yeah, I mean, near enough, no range. But if you just happen to have one in your off spawn fight and you just chuck it down on the building you're fighting in, not bad.
Very nice. When fighting for the vaults, it's very nice. Just chucking one down. I wonder, Boop, you've probably watched the most customs. Have you seen anyone use this in endgame?
Not in an endgame, no. But I was actually curious, how long does it last? Because it scans twice, right? It pings twice or some shit like that. You know, Harry Potter?
Yeah, I don't know how long it lasts.
So what I've seen people do is, I've seen Venno do this, is he picks up one of these bad boys and then he throws it towards the mountain near his Crime City spot in 5th or 6th minute into the game to see if there's anyone near it so he can climb up the mountain so he can't get caught. So you can throw it at a decent enough range and then you can leave it there and it'll scan 2 times in 45 seconds or whatever it is. And it kind of clears the path for you to know if this team's behind you. Other than that, I haven't seen a single person actively carried into late game. Again, there's so much to carry in this season. You know, the laser gun, the thermite, that you don't have room for it to scan a late game, unfortunately.
So it sounds very useful in the early game.
Even though it's not something I think you'd expect to see anyone use in late game, I don't think I think I'd just put it in mid, because the range on it's not that crazy, but it can be useful in early game.
But then isn't it just an early game because it's only an early game item? You'd never, if you're leaving, if you've full looted your off spawn, are you ever taking it after that? Probably not.
No, you're right.
And it's broken in early game, I'd say. I'd even put it in broken in early game if you get one. Hell yeah, I can see everybody now. So
you wouldn't
happy, very happy.
Let me play devil's advocate a little bit. You wouldn't in 1 out of 6 games in a set lobby bring this to end game and just play a strat with it?
No.
Doubt it.
All right.
The best thing you can do with it is, as you said, Boop, like throwing it, but it's for black markets and vaults. It is the best time to use it. If someone's camping,
people
the
are
black
camping.
market,
Exactly.
Yeah, by far the best thing you can do with it. Like, I think this is a nice item because I was worried it's gonna be like the flare gun, where you just shoot it off spawn and everyone just knows where everyone is, and then it's just a boring off spawn. But I actually think this is like a nice updated version of that.
Is it time for Fortnite to add a utility slot to the inventory? Because they always add stuff like this. I think are kind of cool, but like you just don't have room for it in a comp loadout.
Don't we already have that?
We do, but nothing gets put into that. That's the problem.
But they should start
Like
using
trap
it
slot,
more.
you mean? The trap
you know,
slot?
so mad.
Yeah.
The traps, like, I swear we've not had things that you've used in it for so long to where, like, because I changed my binds ages ago, when there is stuff in that needs to be in a trap slot, I don't know the bind for it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like if you ask me, in OG season, the launch pads, I remember Minnie, Harry, and I would be playing, and I'm like, guys, I can't carry the launch pads because I'm gonna mess up the bind. Like, I've not used it in fucking years. It feels like, but yeah.
There's one at a point where pros literally have no bind for it, and if they did add an item, they'd have to drop it out of the inventory because it would grief them.
Yeah, no, literally, that's how it is. It's like we never have stuff in the trap slot anymore.
Because
change the name of trap slot to utility spot, and then
add stuff like this to it. Yeah,
because it would be cool to be able to see people use this in endgame, but why would you ever carry it over everything else in the game?
Yeah,
that's fact. That's actually such facts. Please, I'm gonna clip this and send this to someone at Epic. Just this part, please. This is not in comp. This is the bunker. What do you call it? The cover thing. It's
the most useless cover of all time. You can open and close the window on it, which is nice.
The Fortnite trailer item.
Yeah.
Typical Fortnite trailer item. Yeah, they love stuff like that. We have a new healing item and a very interesting one at that. The Med Miss smoke grenade.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Levin? I want to ask you because usually we're going first. What do you think?
I first picked this up in one of my early games, and I thought it was unbelievably strong. It was great. It was annoying though. I was getting 2v1 because Reese was dead, of course. And I plopped on down, and I couldn't see a thing. But it was healing me, which I was happy about. I've watched a couple scrims, and it seems quite strong. It seems good. I wouldn't complain about it. I think it's just no complaints for me. Good new healing item, strong. I think I've not seen any heal-offs. But I guess in heal-off maybe it'd be a problem because I think it out-heals like 10 tick, no? Like it's like quite...
Yeah.
It's like it's basically a med miss, so like it does 1-to-1 to the storm tick damage, so
maybe it might be a problem like for heal-offs and that, but I've not seen too many heal-offs, so I don't know. I like it. No complaints for me.
I think this is so strong. I think there's so many scenarios where utilizing this grenade is so nice. Storm rotating especially. Storm rotating for me is like, instead of having to carry 6 medkits, you can carry 2 of these and it's the equivalent. You are, as we've talked about a lot, cluttered loot pool, you're opening up loot inventory slots, which is always a nice thing to have, right? And for just within fights, having a quick heal like this, I just think it's it is the best white heal item in the game, in my opinion, right? Like specifically just white heal item. So I wouldn't be surprised in trios if we see at least one person in the trio carrying it. Maybe you could put it in perfect, because if you throw it wrong, first of all, you can't see. Second of all, you can heal the other person. If you're box fighting, it actually heals them as well. So maybe you could say perfect, but it's definitely a strong item.
Yeah, I think perfect's fair.
I think so too, yeah. I think it's been surprisingly used a lot more than I thought. Because like people don't usually carry white heals in like comp, right? Like even last season, no one carried medkits, but the amount of people, I mean, you're incentivized this season just to play more Storm now, just to avoid all the bullshit of the mount pistols. And then also, if you're a black market team, then you'll end up going to Storm to open up the black market, because obviously you can't go there because there's going to be teams landing on your spot anyway. So I think this has a lot of utility for those guys, which means like low-key one of the most used items that are not the main ones of minis and big pots.
So could it be strong AF? What are we thinking?
Strong AF in mids needs to be nerfed, I think. No? I don't think this needs to be nerfed.
I don't think strong AF means it needs to be nerfed per se, because then it'd just be in please nerf.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
I think strong AF is like... I'd
put it perfect, because there are some ways you can use it badly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice like qualifier. Like I think a lot of the things in Strong AF, you really can't mess it up.
Yeah.
Like they are doing everything for you here.
Yeah.
Whereas you can use this badly. So perfect, I think is fine for it. Yeah. We have the kneecapper. Epic really went in their bag with this one, mate. They've been loving this. I've never seen them like tweet clips of a new item so much. Like they are loving the kneecapper. Very proud of that one. Where would we put the kneecapper?
I mean, it's the mobility item of the season. If you can get enough of them in trios, it's the mobility item for solos. I'd probably put it in perfect. Same, like it's the same thing. Like, yeah, I think the melee attack is not that good. It can be useful. You can use it for certain rotates. I won't name the
BBR.
Not
no,
that rotate not to be named.
BBR.
But no, I actually think it's just it's quite nice. I think as the season's kind of gone on over the first few days, no one started using it in the first like couple of days, and now everyone's like, this is just a nice item to have.
Wonder why. Did you watch NA last night, Boop?
I watched like a bit of it.
Because I think in session 1, Clicks and them did a really good BBR.
Ooh, yeah. Clicks a big fan of the BBR, is he now?
Yeah, he smacked him and Yomza smacked Clicks and Higgs.
Yeah.
Front side. And yeah, look, we got a video for the video podcast watchers.
For the people that don't know what the BBR, if you somehow don't know what a BBR is, in the big 2025, this is it right here. Everyone is talking about it. You and the homies, you swing bat, and look at that rotate. Unbelievable.
I've not done a BBR myself. Does it matter, like, if you're not both like in sync with the jump, or is it?
No, it doesn't matter. No, you also don't need to have the wall edited like that because the wall breaks, so you can just smack him anyways.
Yeah, so that's the key with the BBR, right? That I saw from Yomzo last night. Because when I saw your version of the BBR initially, I was like, so you're a bit too exposed. But the way they did it is that they hit their wall to like 1 HP. Yeah. So that when they do the BBR, they just break through the wall and go straight to front side.
Exactly. So, you don't want to be too exposed when you do a BBR. You have to be a little bit, promiscuous. You have to hide a little bit. You got to be careful in certain situations when you hit a strong BBR. The thing is, I think a BBR also relies a lot on the movement of your teammates. If you sprint into a BBR, you actually do go further. So you need your teammates to come towards you during the BBR. Otherwise, they don't really fly that far.
If you're wondering what
slowly rotate fast, so
if you're wondering what BBR stands for, it's a baseball bat rotate. It doesn't stand for anything out. No, it stands for baseball bat rotate.
Boop bat rotate.
No, baseball bat rotate.
I feel so stupid. I finally understood what it meant halfway through that conversation. There, I finally got it.
Well, what do you think we were talking about?
Yeah, the baseball bat rotate.
Boop bat rotate.
I was like that meme with all the equations going on. Like, what's the acronym? What does the acronym stand for?
Yeah, I'm sure there were also listeners who were trying to figure it out. If you were one of the listeners trying to figure out what a BBR was mid through that conversation, let us know.
Yeah,
boot bat rotate. Get it right.
The baseball bat rotate.
Boot bat rotate.
Well, the baseball bat rotate, or the baseball bat, the kneecapper. Strong AF, perfect, no complaints. I think you're right, Harry. I think this is probably a perfect item. I don't think it's too strong. I think it's something that people will definitely be using. It's one of those ones where, like, again, more people will probably be using it in solos than trios. But even over the course of the season in trios, I think we'll get more and more pickup time. So,
but with the BBR. With the BBR, it's more viable for trios, even if only one player has it. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
You don't need 3.
It reminds me of because I think naturally, like, a lot of people are like, because the first reaction I saw to the BBR was someone going, "What, you're gonna just send your teammates away and then just like, I'll find you guys later?"
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah. Did you watch last season when people would have like double Oni mask and one katana?
Yeah,
the Oni mask guys would piss off, and the katana guy figures it out. And
you just give it to the guy who's reliable at rotate, like a clicks you trio. He can be the one that smacks you. So. I really like the feel of this item. I don't know. It's just like, it's like a perfect item for the season's theme. Like the feel of like having a baseball bat you can rotate with, you can smack people with. This feels very cool, and it actually does work well. So I think it's actually a perfect item. I think they cooked with this one, low-key. Yeah. Better than the Typhoon Blade. I think it's a lot more inspiring than the Typhoon Blade as like an item.
I like the Typhoon Blade. That was fun to use. I actually thought it was like The dashing around with it was nice, but no, this item.
You can do the same with this one. You can do like some crazy side jumps with this one too.
Yeah, true.
I've seen a few people try to use, but not a lot yet. Like make sure you go up like 2 layers. I think if you side jump with it.
I tried to get in box like a Typhoon Blade, and it did not have the same power.
It does not.
For a second, because like the first game I used it with Reese, like I hit somebody, and I swear they were like diagonally like a tile across from me. Like they weren't like in my box. I was like, oh no, the reach on this is nuts. I guess it was just like mad desync or something because I can't hit from that range ever again since then. So yeah, it's not.
So better or worse than Typhoon Blade? What do we think? Everyone, quick vote.
Better or worse than Typhoon Blade?
I think it's worse.
I think it's worse.
Broken as fuck. But people kind of just ignored how broken it was because the Onimas was really good.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I'd say better. I might be biased in that one.
It's because you have your own rotate.
Yeah.
Oh, glad you have my own rotate. Thanks, Harry. Confirmation. Got him.
Oh, brilliant. Well, the Typhoon Blade, you couldn't use it to do like team stuff like the kneecapper, but it was way better in box. Yeah. And it was just as good mobility-wise, just getting about yourself. So, yeah. On to the boons. We have a bunch of boons, and I need to figure out what these boons are because I can't bloody tell just from.
They gotta make the boons show up in replay mode. Like it's been too long. It's so hard to know what people have, man.
I don't know why they also made them all just the same color. Like last season, it was nice because they're all different colors.
Yeah,
so it's easier.
Different colors. Yeah.
Now it's just they all just look the same unless you got a magnifying glass.
Yeah, because like that's true. Like you could actually tell which boon you were getting very easily before you picked it up. Even though some people still would mess up and just pick it up anyway. Because it's a boon, let me pick it up. But now, bloody hell, it's a nightmare. I guess you are sort of buying them though a lot of the time, so you're like, it's clearer to see. But let's start off with the first one we have here. This one is the Vulture boon. Enemies who are eliminated will be marked on the map for a short time. I think with the boons, because there's so many, I'm just going to give one to each of us, and we're just going to decide. And I'm going to trust your judgment here. Okay. So, Boop, the Vulture boon. Enemies who are eliminated will be marked on the map for a short time.
So does this relate to every single person on the map when someone's eliminated? You see it on the map? Is that how it works?
You don't even know how it works.
I can't remember.
Again, it's hard to tell when you're watching a replay because I don't know how the fuck it's going to scan people, right? I don't really watch the streams. If it works the way I think is that if you have it, you see anyone get eliminated on the map, no matter where it is, I think it's very strong for like finals lobbies to know where people are getting third-partied. You look at kill feed, you look at the map, all right, let's go third-party, boys. So in that point, I think it's kind of strong. But if it's just like, if you knock someone, it tells you where like their teammates are or some shit like that. Like, fucking no complaints, I guess. I don't know. I don't think you're twerking when you get this one, you know? I don't think you're that happy.
Okay. Harry, Gold Rush boon.
Wait, didn't we do the Gold Rush boon?
We did, actually. Yeah, we did. It's in mid. Yeah. Adrenaline Rush boon, Harry.
Which one's the adrenaline?
Gain the slap effect when you mantle, hurdle, or wall jump.
Well, it's nice when you accidentally mantle. I guess that's nice when you accidentally hurdle over a wall when you're just fighting. I mean, it's just mid.
You know what I think of this one? I think this is their way of rewarding people for the movement being bad. They're like, sorry guys, we know you didn't mean to mantle, and just for that, here's a free slap effect.
Yeah, it's just mid. Just chuck it in mid.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, is that the right one? What's the right one? This one is.
If only there was a way to tell.
Yeah.
All right. Teddy, gold ammo boon. Receive ammo when you pick up gold bars.
I mean, that's pretty good. No complaints. Is there? I think it's a perfect. No complaints.
This one is like an imbalanced one. It's like very good if you land in a certain part of the map.
Shafts.
And you're just picking up a bunch of gold. Like very good for those people. For everyone else, it's like inconsequential. It's like irrelevant. Like who cares? But yeah, if you're a Shafts team, bloody hell, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I ran out of ammo in my last game, so I need all the help I can get getting AR ammo.
And finally, the greed boon. Receive extra gold bars from containers and eliminations. This is, with how important gold is this season, I think this is perfect.
How much gold do you get?
I don't know how much you get.
Harry,
I don't know the percentage on this, unfortunately.
Harry, it's one job.
So someone in the comment section is going to be like, "Oh my god, did these guys even play Fortnite? Oh my god,
no,
it's obviously an extra 4% gold that you get."
Yeah.
What I would say about this is, I'm gonna put this in no complaints. If this gives you like a decent amount of gold, I've not had this spoon. If this gives you like an actual decent buff on gold,
100 or something,
then I think it's perfect, because I think in a season where gold is so important, it's nice to give it, especially because there's so many parts of the map that don't get as much gold as others, so you still get like a boost on gold. If it doesn't give you much gold, still no complaints, because it's like, sure, I get an extra 1 gold, nice, move on. I don't mind having this. Unfortunately, I guess we'll have a quick word on all the different boons. The boons this season, in comparison to last season, I'm not moved. Last season's boons were way more fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's also now this season you can basically only get them from buying them, or you can randomly get them from chests every so often. But yeah, you're never sat there like, oh, I really want this boon. Like, it costs a dill coin to get the boons. So are you really going to take that over a gold gun? No. None of these you're ever taking over a gold gun. So it's just you'll randomly get one. You're not complaining if you get it, but it's like you're not going out your way to ever get any of them, which last season with Water Boon until it got removed, the Void Boon, these were ones that if you got, your game felt massively different.
Yeah. But I guess the fact that we can't even see them as like competitive viewers, the fact that we can't even see them most of the time, it's pretty good that they're so inconsequential, because it's like, all right, it doesn't matter, we don't see them anyway.
Yeah,
they keep trying to bring back augments, but like in the form of shitty boons, you know, like we had augments in replays as well. You could see the augments in replays. They had the fix.
It took them years to add them, but they did get there eventually.
And like it was kind of, but like they keep like adding mid versions of the augments to the game. Just bring back augments at this point, you know. Fuck it, fuck the boons.
I liked augments. Yeah, let's get them back.
Yeah, same.
I like augments except for just when they were dumb, you know, like the bloody forecast augment and stuff like that. It's like, you know.
I guess it's really hard
made
to
for
balance.
interesting choices in mid game. You know, like you actually had like it
kind of
made Fortnite feel like a MOBA more than like Fortnite as well, right? Like you had choices to make. This was like, oh, you just got to. I picked it up by accident. Fuck. You know?
Half-time you don't even know you have it. Like half-time you pick it up and you just don't even know.
Yeah, no, that's true. All right, on to some traditional items. So we have the shieldfish, which were nerfed this season. They went from, obviously last season, if you played, you were able to fish shieldfish out of non-fishing holes at like a 50% rate or something silly. Now it's been nerfed down to like 10%. So essentially, it's not really worth fishing in non-fishing holes if your goal is to try and get some shieldfish at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's as you were saying, there's barely any times you're going to see someone with shieldfish now. It's a 30. I was just quickly looking at the 36% chance to get it from a fishing spot now, and obviously non is 10%, as you said. So it's still nice, but how often are you getting more than like a few fishing spots? And how many landing spots have fishing spots? So there'll be very, very, very few people actually go out their way to get shieldfish. Obviously, a really good heal. One of the best quick heals. A lot of people are carrying 6 shieldfish in solos. Really consistent. But I just don't see many people going out of their way to get it this season, to be honest.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna just chuck shieldfish floppers and medkits in the mid. Because they're just fine.
Yeah.
You know?
They exist. Yeah.
They exist. Yeah. They're staple items of Fortnite. Last season, obviously, shieldfish would have been higher because of your ability to get them easier and with how good they are. But now it's just, yes, mid. You're not really looking to get shieldfish and you're not going to have them anyway. Mm-hmm. We now have throwable launch pads back in the game. They take up an inventory slot. How are we feeling about these?
Don't use them if you have no brain cells. I think that's the thing. Yes. Too many people are just throwing them down, high padding in like a 50-50, and then they just die. You know, you can't use these bad boys in anywhere near the late game. We've seen people use them in scrims a lot for like 5th zone, 6th zone, like it's not 5th zone, 4th zone, 5th zone rotations to get into like dead side so they can tank storm or something like that. Like they're good for like quick utility items, but you're not ever using them anywhere near the late game other than like a quick low launch. Even then, it's hard to place it. So I think they're actually kind of perfect because they're like they're not what you would expect with a launchpad type of meta, where you'd say, "Oh man, this rotates hard. Fuck it, we're just gonna launchpad." And the decisions aren't simple with it, which is what I like about them now, as opposed to before when you just say, "Oh, the zone's far. All right, let's just launchpad, guys." Decisions made. I think there's a little bit more depth to the item, which I like a lot. So I'll add it to perfect. Yeah.
This might be the first time in FNtasia history where Boops actually said the exact same thing I was going to say. My exact opinion on it. It's
God, what have I become?
Yeah, what have you kind of means is probably a bad take, but
yeah.
I mean, as you said, everything you said is it's a skill gap utility item, which is always good for the game. There's risk reward. If you're good with it, you can gain a lot from it. You can get a lot of good low pads from it. If you just high pad randomly in a Division 3 lobby, you are just dying out the air for sure, guaranteed. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of teams when they're not getting, when they're not getting 3 bats, they're just going to instead carry 2 to 4 launch bats. I wouldn't be surprised if people did that at all.
Have you guys seen any like perfect pad height plays in scrims yet?
I may have seen one, but it's still this thing where most of the time you're using it to get to endgame, so you don't have it by the time you get to endgame.
First.
But for sure, I think it's good.
I saw like a game or two where like people had them, but they didn't use it for that reason. They just like used it to like short pad like the front side or something,
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we'll see people do some perfect height pad plays. I find with stuff like that, people always just forget they can do stuff like that as well. So it just takes like a couple teams to do it a couple times, and people are like, hey, forgot we could do that.
Yeah. Couple resub videos, right? Everyone learns.
Yeah, it's usually a Reese. Funny enough, it's usually a Reese video that does it.
It's the OGs that'll be able to do it. It's all these new players who weren't playing during the pad metas who are probably like, we don't even know you can pad on height.
We don't like taking height around here, the boopers, the pussy stratos.
Oh my god, we're getting this gimmick has to stop immediately. This gimmick needs to stop.
The suppressed pistol.
Yeah.
No complaints.
No complaints.
No complaints.
Solid gun.
Yeah, the best light ammo gun. Yeah, no complaints at all. The mythic one does shred. You can get it from Armored Van. It does shred with it. I think it's 62 headshot, which is really nice. But yeah.
I know I mentioned it earlier. Like I saw like a couple people in Grands last season like using it a bit more than like I had throughout the whole season, and I was really like thinking it was gonna become the gun everyone just figures out midway through Grands is like decent, so they all start using when they didn't use it a single day before. Like I thought it maybe was gonna become that. It didn't, but we always have that gun. Well, we're not always. Sometimes we have that gun, and it's always funny when it does happen because you're like, hey, pros are actually trying things now instead of just monkey see, monkey do. But it is still monkey see, monkey do because they see someone else.
They don't try it. They see someone else do it and then copy it.
All right. This one is not income. This is what we were talking about, by the way. This is the what's it even called?
Sticky grenade launcher, right?
Sticky grenade launcher. Yeah. It's not in comp, but I do have to say something about it. Fuck it. I hate this weapon. Playing ranked with this weapon in is not fun when some absolute cringe lord just decides he's gonna just sit and just spam it non-stop. Like, so fun, mate. Having a great time here.
It's the beeps of the grenades.
Oh, those beeps just rent-free. Every time you're just getting keyed by... You're in duos or trios, there's just 3 of them or 2 of them just spamming them. And it's not like you have to reload. You can spam 4, then it's a quick reload, then spam 4 again. It's... I don't get how these things... I don't get how this gets into Fortnite. I just don't. Maybe there are people who think this is... Maybe there are people out there and there are listeners who find this enjoyable to use. Maybe there are. I'm definitely not one of them. But it just seems so boring to play against. Maybe you have fun watching people suffer. Maybe that's it. Maybe you enjoy watching people struggle to build when they're just getting blown up by it. That might be where you get your enjoyment. But yeah, please remove this from ranked. Any means necessary, please remove this from ranked.
It's
back that statement.
It's too bad because the boop beep would be another good catchphrase if we could work it in somewhere.
Boop doesn't play the game though, so it's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken credit for that one. So I wouldn't. Yeah. Fortunately, my brain would not have thought that.
Well, we're finally here. The mammoth pistol.
Chuck it in there.
Please nerf this.
Please just remove.
Please.
Get it the fuck out. Now!
Yeah. Hit scan, no mobility, mammoth pistol, which can 170 to the head. Epic Games, you have cooked. You have cooked.
Crazy thing, the casuals like it. Like I made a tweet and it hit casual Twitter. You know, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, it's your life is over when that happens. But like, you fucking dumbass, stop complaining, man. I love this weapon. This is a skill issue. You should just get better at the game, motherfucker. I don't play the game. I need to put like a little disclaimer. Like, I don't play the game. Like, I'm not talking about this for you guys, you furries. I'm talking about top players.
That's gonna get you more hate, though.
Yeah,
you need terms and services in the replies going. Yeah. My name's Boop. I do not play. I'm a viewing party. I just watch competitive. You do not need to have a go at me. Yeah. I mean, it's just
too good.
Yeah. What can we say about this? When you put the best aimers in a lobby with a hit scan gun, which does as much damage as it does, where they can't use like a void mask to go past it, we get this. We just get one of the best guns ever. And I'm not going to disagree. It is a fun gun to use. But
no, it's so fun, but because it feels so easy.
Yeah, it is so easy.
It's funny, in terms of scrim metrics here, we have different levels of scrims, right, in the EU. So, like, at the pro level, and then you have, like, slightly less and slightly less. Like, games at the pro level, they're not that stacked, because every motherfucker just hits their shot, and someone just died. Like, a whole trio dies to get headshotted. But the games are like the lower level scrims, they're hella stacked because these motherfuckers can't hit a shot with the mammoth. Funny enough. So like, unfortunately, at like a pro level, these guys are just too good that like in a hit scan, they're just not missing a shot on a guy that's running in front of them. You know, they're guaranteed to do 80 damage to someone on the screen every single time. And like that's it's unfeasible to have a weapon like this in a set lobby. It's just unplayable.
There is some sick clips though. I know it needs to be nerfed, maybe removed, but there is some, like, remember the Muzz clip where he hits like 15 in a row?
Yeah. That was in like and one of the reload cuts where he's on height. He hits so many with them. There'll be so many similar like that in this.
The mythic one of this is also just disgusting. The fact that it has 2 bullets, my god. The things I've seen Vico and Veno do with it.
Yeah, I saw Pete going crazy with it last night. Like, shouldn't be allowed. You shouldn't be able to have this. Okay, let me throw out some nerf ideas. Obviously, people just want it gone. Fairs. Let's say they don't take it out. Let's say they make it a bullet drop gun like the sniper. Are we happy? Are we not happy?
I mean, then you just use the sniper. And I actually don't think the gun is that good because the skill of the main thing that makes it good is the fact is with the best aimers, it's a guaranteed hit. It's a guaranteed hit. It's guaranteed damage basically.
What
if
about
you make
this?
It bullet drop, I just think it's not good enough.
What about this? Because I liked the medallion, the invisibility medallion last season because a different player had it each end game. What if it's a mythic? It's on the island, and there's only one in the game every time.
Ooh. I like that more.
I like that.
Because you get rid of the whole early mid-game part, which is the most annoying part of a lot of the annoying part of the Mammoth Pistol. And you would have it for one person in like 4/5 zone, and it would not feel... Well, it'd be annoying, but people would fight for it, people would play for it. Yeah, I actually like that. If it made... Maybe not the Mammoth, maybe not the Mythic, the 2-shot one, but if they made like a 1-shot Mythic on the island, or even just a gold one on the island... I actually think that would be really good.
People would fight for it, for sure.
Yeah.
I think they should do on the island what they did with the roaming Shogun bosses last season, where like there's like a pool of mythic.
Yeah.
So like last year, a lot of people didn't even realize that last season there was a hunting rifle. It was like a mythic hunting rifle you could get. And I remember
if you're a Vidal head, you know there was a hunting rifle. Sorry to interrupt you, Left.
Right. I watched Veno with it a bunch last season, and it was always crazy. And it's funny because nobody's expecting a sniper last season, right? Like literally nobody. And I feel like that would be cool here as well, where like if on the island it cycles a bunch of the mythics and the mammoth is one, so that when someone does get it, it's like, oh shit, they're about to go crazy. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. I wouldn't mind that. All right. Please nerf this though, Epic, or do something, change it. We can't keep having it like this. It's been a while since I've seen the community unite and complain about something in this manner.
Yep.
So yeah, let's change it. Minis.
No complaints.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
No
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, just no complaints.
Yeah.
I guess like they are perfect as a heel, right? Like I don't think anyone wants anything changed about minis, but yeah. No complaints.
And minis have been with us for so long.
Jug.
I think we got to give them perfect.
We're not just handing out perfects for nothing. No charity perfects. The new Chug Jug, that I want to give a perfect. Maybe a strong as fuck, to be honest.
I want to give a strong as fuck.
Yeah, it is quite strong. It is quite strong, to be fair.
Yeah, you can throw them as well. Now I think, right? You like chuck them.
Wait, you can chuck them?
I think I've seen someone chuck them before.
If you can chuck them, that's really strong. I actually don't know if I've seen that, but the reason why it's strong is you can the way it ends up healing once it's the 3 seconds before you can actually heal. It heals quicker than a Tentic. It's actually faster. You out heal endgame, which is just insanely strong. I feel like, and also the fact now, obviously, the whole reason behind it is the 200 health pool, or shield pool that you can just deplete. It's basically the equivalent of having 4 big pots, which then you can also just swap, and you can only use 30 of it. It's so good. You'll get so much use out of it throughout the entire game.
Yeah. You can double dip it with the homies, right? You can drop it to your mate, and you can just carry it around. You can also get them from the vaults, from the black markets, which you see just teams running on with 3 of them. So I think they're pretty fucking strong, in my opinion. So
yeah, that's fair. Strong AF. Shockwaves are not in comp. To the Zero Builders. Big pots.
No complaints. Just chuck in, no complaints.
Big Pot's worse now that the Chug Jugs are in the game.
I was going to say, Big Pots are now in my head mid. Nothing's changed about them, but because of the Chug Jug
and Chug Splashes,
I think Big Pots have to be considered mid
nobody
now.
I don't think I've seen one in a bit, low key.
You wouldn't carry, now you wouldn't be carrying a Big Pot. Last season you would.
Yeah.
Also,
no, I like that. I like
that. Okay. Shield Bubbles.
Non-comp.
He's not in comp, yeah.
I think, yeah.
Not in comp.
Yeah. Not in this until we see the thing. Yeah.
I actually like this list. I feel like we've actually cooked.
Yeah, I think this is fair.
This is actually fine. Not too bad.
I mean, this is Michelin star tier list,
how
baby.
things change. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Cool, let's get this off the screen. Get it
off. Get it off.
All right. Let us know what you hated about our list. There's always going to be something people hate or disagree with. Someone who had one crazy experience with one gun. There's going to be someone who that collateral AR. They're like, what? That's the best AR in the game. You guys just don't know how to use it. Outside of obviously the items and weapons, we have a bunch of new changes this season. We obviously have a bunch of POIs. We have a new and improved train. Something you guys have mentioned a bunch during this episode already. Obviously, the new black market. Sorry, I was losing the name of it. The crypto coin we have. There's a lot new this season. A lot of really cool things. How do we feel, obviously, about the new POIs? Because when you look at last season, I think the thing a lot of people would say about last season was, hey, obviously you had flooded frogs towards the end, magic monsters at the start, but for the most part, there's no boom POIs. There's no clear POIs that are overpowered or overbroken, that type of thing. This season, though, we're seeing the best teams in the world, the 2 best teams in the world, on paper at least. Vico Venoflixi on EU and Peterbot Cold and Poyo on NA are opting to land Crime City.
Only one FNtasia win on the NA one, by the way. Not the best team in the world if you technically look at it that way.
Yeah, technically, come on.
Yeah.
That's what I said on paper.
Yeah. I don't understand why Epic always wants to train the spawn in the same place. I don't like that gimmick.
Agree.
I don't see any reason why. I would think it would be a lot more fun and for the mid-game enjoyment and especially for broadcast and viewership if it just spawned in a random place somewhere, because you're gonna get some freaky fights, in some situation. You'll get a Foxy Floodgate versus Boxcars fight at some point, or maybe a Magic Monsters fight. You have different teams being able to go and fight for the vault. The fact that it spawns in the same place, it just happens to spawn next to Crime City, makes it a little bit too crazy and makes Crime City just ridiculous as a
It's
spot.
weird though, because it wasn't always like this.
No. It wasn't. No.
It wasn't. Like, it used to be random. Yes, which again, like you said, shows it's intentional. So, I don't know. I guess they like power POIs. It's funny because on the video we filmed about Peter Bot's trio situation, I said, obviously, like with Crime City and whatnot, like I feel like they're going to go back in this direction of making POI super strong. But yeah, what do you think, Harry, about the new POIs?
Well, all you have to look at the FNCS winners from every single region. Every single one is landing Crime City. They are all landing the best POI. And as you said, Boop, I don't understand why the train has to spawn in one spot to make it even more overpowered, where you're getting four dill bits, or what I think it's dill bits.
For the viewers and the listeners watching who maybe don't know why all the best teams, all the teams that won last season are landing Crime City, why would they be landing Crime City? What's so great about it?
Okay, so first of all, if we're going just based on the POI, you have a POI which has a vault, has a lot of chests at the POI, and you're the closest to a black market, which no other team can really claim. So that's the first part. That just by that alone, it's insanely strong. And at that black market, you can get gold punts, and if Mythic's added to competitive, you will be able to get a Mythic pump there as well with the deal coins. The second thing is where the train spawns. The train last season spawned just outside of Warriors Watch, but by the time people landed, it would be closest to boxcars. So boxcars would get the Mythic AR. This season, it's moved further to the east, so now it spawns just south of Foxy. So when everyone has landed, by the time people have got loot and have to go over to the train, because you can't land on the train this season, because you have to destroy the turrets, throw a thermite to explode the vault, Crime City is the closest POI to be able to get the train vault. So not only are you getting a black market you can claim, a vault you're going to get off spawn, loads of chests, and the deal coins you get from it, you're also getting a Mythic Mammoth pistol with 2 shots because the Fletcher Kane boss spawns on the train. You're also getting 2 more deal coins, so you're getting 4, so you're the only spot who everyone can get a gold gun with the deal coins. And also you're getting the chug jugs you can get from the vaults, because you get rare chests and everything along that, and you get so much gold that you can utilize from the vaults to go to the black market. So you are going to be seeing teams landing there with triple gold guns, triple cap heals. You're going to have the best loot by far. So that is why you would see all the best teams landing there. And then you run into the problem that now there are lobby bosses. We now have lobby bosses back in the game because of that.
I'm surprised you knew the name of what the wolf guy is called, Fletcher Kane.
Honestly,
Fletcher Kane, yeah.
We gotta really hit him very
Are you reading a wiki? How did you know that?
I did read a wiki for it. I did.
The whole black market. Alright, man, those names, mate.
See, this I did not know. I did not know the black market.
The backwards black market.
Rogue Repairs.
Black market.
Rouge Repairs.
Rouge, yeah, it's not
Rouge, yeah,
Rouge.
so not Rogue. Yeah.
Well, guys, we're going to Lyon. We're gonna lock in.
Sorry, yeah, we are going to Lyon. Lyon Dessin. All right. So with that being said, then on a scale from Red Line Rig to Command Cavern to Collider to Grimgate, where is Crime City? Is this one of the best POIs we have seen in Fortnite history? Is this a mythic POI, even though obviously there's no mythic POIs, but is this a mythic POI?
It's not on that same level.
Nah. If the black market was better and you got, if it was the Magic Mosses black market with the splashes, low key, I think it's on that level because like that healing item is just crazy. I saw some people saying like this is like the 3rd best POI in history. Like, brother, relax. Like it's good and like you're gonna get kitted up, you're gonna be stacked, but at the same time, there's not like a win condition at the spot, right? You just get good loot. And like the win condition is the good teams utilizing good loot to get good surge, good weaponry, and then like being good fighters to kill people with the loot.
Yeah, essentially, that's basically it. It's like you have to be good to land at Crime City. It's not you're getting the game given to you like a Raft coin or a Grim coin where you have unlimited mobility or can scan everyone. It's you have the best loot, but when it comes to weapons, you now need to utilize that to be lobby bosses. You couldn't put a team who's not willing to key at those POIs. You have to be willing to key. And when you have Peobot landing there, when you have Vino landing there, you're going to see the best teams key. They're going to be keying all the teams around them. You're going to see some insane games they're going to produce in finals.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. I think it's interesting because obviously we have like it's a weird balance to strike. I think the problem isn't the spots. The problem is just the nature of how the game's evolved, where we have these teams that are made up with the intention of just being fighters. So you give any POI an advantage in loot, and you're gonna have this combination happen, right? But I guess we'll see from how it plays out. I do think one of the things that's interesting is that obviously we are seeing those teams claim those POIs and those spots. Around the map, do you feel like some of the spots like have lost their power directly as a result of this being as strong as it is, or do you still feel like, you know, a lot of the other spots, because we're still seeing a lot of top teams land not in the sort of new area of the map, and obviously not at Crime City. Obviously I know Shafts is quite strong, but we're seeing a lot of like the teams you'd expect to call globals and EU and NA, you know, sticking to spots like Seaport and Mars Meadows and, you know, Flooded and all that. So do you feel like those spots have lost a bit of power, or are they still as strong?
They're not as strong as, say, for example, so Mars Meadow and Seaport having the vault, and yeah, you're still as strong. You're able to go to the black market and utilize the vault, right? But something like Flooded, because I think you're thinking of like, I think Pixie's landing there in EU this season, right? Who you expect based off their last Grands performance to go to globals. I think that's just based on it's a good B tier spot. I don't think it's that OP, but I just think if you're not landing Crime City or Shiny, I think you're at a huge disadvantage. But apart from the other vault spots the only other POI which I'd say is we talked about earlier is Pump Power, as you're starting to see a lot of teams on EU start to fight over, because that spot is insanely overpowered because of the Magic Mosses black market.
So how many spots on the map do you guys think an FNCS winning team can come from this spot?
Ooh.
Reliably, not like, oh, they have the greatest tournament of all time, they have a bunch of RNG, they get a lot of zones, but you know, let's say all the zones are perfectly balanced and all that. In that scenario, how many of these spots do you guys think are this trio can win FNCS from here, if uncontested, obviously?
6 or 7, I would say. 6, probably.
I'm going to be boring and say less than that, and less than you think. At least if the game stays how it is now, which I think we can probably expect to see something with the Mammoth change, but like with no island this season and the teams that are landing at Crime City, I feel like there's like 2 or 3 spots where someone's gonna win from. I don't think
Is it gonna win from or could win from? Because gonna, I agree, because it's never. I'm not being. It's just
and I understand.
And the players, of course, as well.
Because that's what I'm thinking about. I'm taking into account the fact that like it is just the best teams on each region landing at the like 3 best spots. So I did feel, even with that being said, even like outside of NA, I guess, like on EU last season, you did feel like there were like 4 or 5 spots that could produce an FNCS winner. Whereas like this season, it feels like 3, I guess, for me.
What spots would you say?
It's Crime City, Mast, Seaport.
Oh, not Shiny Shafts.
Not Shiny Shafts is interesting.
Who's landing Shining?
Shiny
Dubsky School and Kaiduo, Shark and Chap. I mean, I don't think that spot is good enough.
I think that spot is good enough for winners to come from. I don't think any of the teams that are landing there right now are going to be teams in contention to win.
Yeah, because if it's who's going to like based on the players, then I agree 2 to 3, something along those lines. But actual good enough spots, like let's say for example Vika, Vino, Flixie, if they landed Pump Power, do I think they could win? Yes, because of how strong it is this season. And I think basically it's just Pump Power and the other 5 vault spots. That's all it would be in my eyes.
How many teams won from Flooded Frogs? Anybody know that? Like I know Peterbot and then Vico, but did any of the other regions win from Flooded?
Peterbot did not win. Peterbot did not win from
Flooded. Did not win.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, of course, close to winning at least.
I knew how the season went for them for the most part.
OC was on Middle East, no. Brazil, I don't. No, Brazil, no. They landed box cars, I'm pretty sure.
Asia.
Asia was won by Dojo. I think it might have just been one. Might have just been the one.
So my point with that is basically a lot of these guys won with a spot where the map was pretty even, like the map state. Yeah. Like there wasn't like one pretty broken POI. Now that we have one more broken POI, it feels like those guys have like a leg up now on top of all the other teams, especially because they also have the aura of already qualifying global, so like they have that confidence as well, right? So that being said, again, the spots aren't FNCS winning spots. They just give you the consistency to get free surge and then obviously infinite healing, which is, you know, things that a Seaport and the other spots don't have the benefit of. It's like a Queasy, for example, at Seaport, they've got a vault, but they still have to go south and then like deal with the team over at the fields to actually get their shit, right? So they have to play Storm. There's a lot more that can go wrong for those guys. Like assuming everybody plays perfect, there's only Crime City can win then. It's like they're gonna have the leg up every single time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, one more question. Is there any viable split drops like the 2025 Kami split situation? Or too early to tell?
Unfortunately, I just don't think you get enough loot at a lot of splits. Like, that's the biggest problem with every single split that I've kind of been going through at the start of this season is, where do you get enough loot? You know, where iDrop landed that season, that already didn't have enough loot. Yes, you have a black market, but you don't have elemental chests anymore. Or you don't have fishing, or you don't have... You know, there's a lot of things you don't have nowadays that makes it harder to do well. The split south of Outlaw Oasis is quite nice. It's like where Bird used to be. There's like God Metal there you can get, and like 40-odd chests. But I'm not sat there like, wow, this is an insane split. I just don't really think there's a lot of splits like that.
I didn't realize how much elementals were so important to where I was landing. Like, I landed Shogun a game.
Yes.
And I was like, what is this? This is the shittest spot of all time. Yeah. And it's obviously not, but it felt way worse without having like my guaranteed, or obviously not guaranteed, but like having 2 or 3 elementals there. It made it feel a lot worse.
Yeah, so no Kami split this season, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They're landing boxcars now. So
they're landing. They moved up. I think we'll eventually have a chat about all the different teams and where people are landing as we get closer to Div finals. Obviously, we have, as of the day we're recording this on Tuesday, so the eval is today. We've got divisional starting next week, so we'll see competition pick up, and I'm sure things will change and evolve as the season progresses, as things do. But now it's time for my favorite part of the show, personally. It's game show time.
Let's go.
And this week, we got new addition to the game show. We did this on the Lever Network channel a while ago, and I'm bringing it back here today. We're going to be doing a draft. And the draft we're going to be doing today is a non-FNCS winning players draft. So you're only allowed to pick players who have never won an FNCS, and the viewers and listeners will vote on who they believe has the best team at the end of it. The order of the draft has already been determined. So the person going first, the order we're going to be going in is Boop will go first, Levin will go second, Harry will go third, and Teddy, unfortunately, will be in fourth. I say unfortunately.
And it's current. Really just a quick question. It's today. Best players who haven't won an FNCS playing today or all time?
It is all time. All time best players who have never won an FNCS.
Oh, can I get a list of players up? I need to think.
I'm not putting people on the clock.
I'm third pick, so
I'm not putting people on the clock, but you are on the clock. I will eventually start rushing people. So, Boop, with the first pick, who are you going to be taking?
So, do I have to pick it?
Quickly, sorry.
Yeah.
Before your question. So, for the audio listeners, we have to pick 4 players for our team, 1 IGL, 1 player who's going to be the support player, and then 2 fraggers.
Okay. So, do I have to pick an order of IGL, support, frag? Or can
no. You can just pick whatever, and you'll just fill up your spot.
Sounds good. The first pick of the Boop 2025 draft will be an IGL, and it will be Young Panzer as the IGL.
Interesting.
That's the best one I can think of. I can't lie. Can't think of anybody else.
I feel like that's a bit of a sell, to be honest with you.
I think it's a bit of a sell, but
I think that's a huge sell, for being completely honest with you.
I mean, yeah, I guess we just hate Mr. Savage, guys. You know, they're not me personally.
Well, no, I know. You didn't pick Mr. Savage,
yeah.
did you?
Didn't pick
No,
Mr.
yeah,
Savage,
just fuck
did
Mr.
you, mate?
Savage, I guess, guys. Yeah, man.
So for my IGL, I was struggling to think of great IGLs who have won or who have not won. There is two that came to mind. One is way more obvious than the other. And I think I'm going to go with the obvious one for the sake of trying to win in the eyes of the viewers. And so I'm going to be going with Scented.
Oh,
that's
I'm
interesting.
glad-
That's
I'm
going to
glad
win the
my-
viewers here.
Yeah, I'm glad mine didn't get picked.
Scented, so many second places. So it came so close. I mean, you can't go wrong there, I feel like.
See, we could have gone any order, but I'm also going to pick an IGL. I think we need to get the IGLs off the...
I feel like IGL's like the hardest one.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to pick an IGL because, you know, the Tasia only last IGL. Some of the IGLs have been taken. I'm going to pick similar sort of thought process as U11. You know, get the viewers on side.
I know who you're going to pick.
He's gonna
give me clicks. Give me clicks.
God damn it, that was my
pick.
pick.
Me clicks. Give him in the fragging role. Give me clicks.
Okay. Good choice, to be fair. Clicks is one of the best players ever to not win an FNCS. So, good choice.
All right. Well, this draft is lining up perfectly for me. Is it a snake draft? Do I get to go twice in a row, or do I just get one pick?
Yes, it is a snake draft, so you get
two
picks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm shout out to Denmark. I'm going Thomas HD.
Wait,
as my fragger.
Wait, how did we miss Thomas?
How did we all miss Thomas? Oh my god!
Because I thought IGL was more important. I had him in my mind.
Oh,
you picked Panzer over any of these, by the way.
Yeah, because he's that. Did you not see this man's damage numbers last grands? Hello?
I've had a stinker. I've had a royal stinker. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, yeah, Thomas.
And then because
how did we mess that up?
Because I think the draft is going to come back around to me. I'm going to pick my IGL, an aggressive mechanical IGL. I'm going with Prime Stretch.
Okay, that's a good pick. That is a really good pick.
That's a
very
throwback pick.
I'm a very big fan of Stretch, so I really like this pick. Your team, he might have already won, guys. I'll be so honest.
When you're thinking of the best, you know, the best Surge IGL right now, who's always going to get, you know, 12 out of 12 end games, who's going to get you there? Give me Trulex. Get me Trulex. Give me Trulex.
He's one of FNCS, mate.
Has he won FNCS?
Oh my god,
that's
with
Queasy and Jerky.
Trios with Jerky and Queasy.
Yeah. Fine, give me the other part of it. Give me Chicho. Give me Chicho, then. I forgot.
One of your fraggers? Or your
Fragger, Chicho.
This guy
forgot about the jerk.
Poor Trulex, man.
I was going through his. I was like, he played duo to Queasy, and I was like, he did not that great in trios, and they came back around. Like, I completely forgot. Give me Chicho.
So there's two people. Oh wait, Boop has first pick, so Boop gets to pick first.
Okay,
I do get to pick
I'm gonna pray Boop doesn't think of this person. So I'm gonna go with a fan favorite.
Don't do it.
Someone we all love.
He's gonna say it.
Benji Fishy is going into my team. Benji Fishy, Benjamin Fish, get in my squad, love. One of my fraggers.
He was on my board. That's a good pick. He was on my board.
Oh, that's smart. See, I'm just thinking recent players. I'm not thinking like in history. I don't got that deep knowledge like that. So for my fragger pick, I'm just gonna take one of the best fraggers currently on the market that hasn't won an FNCS yet. I want to pick Brother Pings.
Okay.
We got the Russians. We got the Russians.
Hey, I've got the chemistry here, mate.
Yeah, another
chemistry here.
The Russian speaking squad coming up.
You know, I gotta pander a little bit here, you know. So for my other fragger, you know, the underrated GOAT, the people's favorite, I'm picking Mr. Savage, bro. Savage and Panzer, a real trio. This is realistic. Come on, get in the squad.
This guy's team.
See, I should go OG, but like,
you're telling me this wouldn't be a great trio in the EU? Come on, man.
So I'm not gonna lie, I almost made the same mistake that Harry made, and I was gonna be like, I'm gonna go with one of the best fraggers to not win one yet, and I was gonna say Bolts, and then I forgot he won on West. So
Doesn't count.
Pick Bolts.
Oh yeah.
Damn. And so for my support role, this person could be a fragger, to be honest, and they have spent a lot of their time as a fragger, but now they're an IGL. They're one of the best IGLs in their region. They're very smart, but also incredibly fraggy. I'm gonna go with Yomza.
You fucker. That was my next pick. I'm going with Yomza. God.
I know you should have let me or Harry take Yomzo. What's going on?
Yeah, we gotta get the gingers. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Give me like a second to think now, because now it's stopped. I didn't think you were gonna go Yomzo. That's annoying.
I'm just worried we're forgetting someone big, and Teddy's about to just get Teddy with one more banger pick has just won. If I'm being honest, but yeah,
you rate Stretch so highly. That's why
I do. But it's not even just. It's just Thomas. Like Thomas is just the best player who's never.
People know the real winner, mate. Look at the board.
Not you, mate. All right, come on, Harry. You got a pick, lad.
I know I got a pick. Give me a second.
You're taking too long here, lad. You got.
I can't think of a player. Give me a second. Who can I pick? Support. I'm just gonna pick someone good. No, but they're.
You're gonna force me to add a clock next time we do this.
Yeah. All right. Give me 20 seconds on the clock. You can count down from.
I was gonna say Trulex again.
Yeah, Trulex. He didn't win that FNCS. Doesn't count. He had that one rift. It didn't count.
I think Juriki. Oh no, wait, you won. Right, poor Harry, man.
Yeah, I'm actually stumped. I can't think of one good player. I'm gonna end up with like the worst pick ever.
This guy, bro.
Your 20 seconds is
fine.
fading.
I'm just gonna pick one of my. This is such a bad pick. Give me not the German one, but the American chap. Give me the OG chap.
Jesus Christ.
Is Chap your IGL or your
Yeah, give me his IGL. Give me the IGL.
well, Chap is an unbelievable talent scout, so maybe he'll shake up your team, Harry, once he joins.
Yeah, he'll pay his teammates to grief as well. You know,
I'm down for this. You got 3 C's here, so you need one more for the last pick.
Yeah, true.
You actually need someone with a
God, that actually threw me off. I forgot you were going to pick Yomzo. You're so annoying.
All right, Teddy. To close out your team, your last 2 picks, who's it going to be?
All right, I'm going to go, again, play to the crowd, play to the all-time nature of this exercise. I'm going to pick for my second fragger, Prime Noah. Prime Noah Riley.
So I was going to pick Noah, but I didn't have a fragger roll left. That was going to be my pick, but I just didn't have a fragger roll left.
That's a good pick.
And then we need team chemistry, right? Stretch can be a little toxic sometimes. And we need Thomas performing because we want to win him his first FNCS here. So I'm going to pick an old teammate of his. I'm going to take Anas.
Oh,
my support
team.
I was going to pick Anas, but I was just like, is that good? I don't know.
For the support role, it makes a lot of sense, but maybe you could have squeezed someone in there that maybe is a bit better. But all right, I like that.
Well, I left him for you. I left him for you, Levin.
Oh, okay. All right. So what is it? Back to Harry now?
For goodness sake. You think I've got another player left? I haven't even got one.
You're having a rotter, lad.
This is a howler. Like, I don't think I could have done worse if I tried. Because every player, I'm like, they've won 1 FNCS. It's just...
Your team fucking stinks, mate.
Yeah, no, it stinks.
It's just the one with Panzer of all time, by the way. We got Panzer in an all-time list.
Yeah, no.
Hey, the numbers don't lie, mate. The numbers last guys don't lie.
Yeah, let me just get a spin botter on my team. I'll get another spin botter.
Whoa,
respect my team. And Morton.
I don't even know who I want as my last.
See, yeah, I'm letting everyone think. You know, I'm a man of the people. You can blame me, but you've also got to think as well. Let me cook. Because then I keep thinking of like, what about Anderlecht? Like Pride, but then he obviously won, didn't he?
Yeah.
Why'd you have to win FNCSs? Like, did you just not win an FNCS? God, everyone's just shit. I can't lie. Give me who do I want? Give me Wait, has he won an FNCS? Do I have? Will I? Can I have Rapid? He's an IGL, but like, I mean, can I have Rapid? No. Yeah, give me Rapid. Fuck it.
Has he won an FNCS? No.
Yeah,
I don't think he won. I don't think he ever won on West, did he?
No, he didn't win. It's a bit of a Mickey support, but like, I'll take Rapid. It's fine, you know.
That's fine.
I mean, I guess it.
You guys have versatile. You have versatile players.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Rapid will win. All right. So to round up my team, I think I've got like enough, like, legacy players.
So many good
Centered and
picks left
Benji.
for Fraggers. There's so many.
There's so many. Like who do you think is a good pick for Fragger?
I'm not gonna say because I think there was about 5 in my head of Fraggers who couldn't be supports. So I just
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I can think of them then in my head right now. It's such a good thing that I'm thinking of them.
Yeah, just keep thinking of them.
I think I'm going to. I'm
gonna go with.
So there's a couple things I'm thinking here. To be honest with you,
I'm thinking we need a clock for next time.
No.
no.
Well, let me just explain. So my thought process. There's a couple people I'm thinking of that would be great to pick for the perspective of one, I know people are gonna love it, but I also want to kind of keep some harmony here, and I have a full English speaking trio so far. Mm-hmm. So I want to make it a full English speaking squad to keep the harmony, some good chem, and obviously the ability. And for that reason, I don't think I can do what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a similar vibe to what Teddy did. I'm going to pick a German. Oh, no, he's one. Fuck.
Who are you going to pick?
I was going to pick Vidal, but he's one with Janice. I completely forgot.
Well, there could be a German player that you could have a good reason.
I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy. I don't want him.
Neither the Savage.
No, I don't want him. Yeah, neither the Savage. Okay. This is not the best pick, I think, but fuck it. I'm going to go with somebody who was in their prime during World Cup season and didn't.
Why you?
I want to say Wolfies, but I don't know if I'm like
I had Wolfies on my board. I did have Wolfies on my board.
I want to go Wolfies. I guess I'm going Wolfies. I don't know.
I feel like there's only one drafter who has no stinkers in it. I feel like we all have one stinker and then there's one
stinker. No, I'm not going Wolfies. I'm not going Wolfies.
You can't just hold on.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Hey, keep thinking, mate. Keep thinking. I still know who the hell I'm picking.
Now we can blame Boop for being.
I've locked it in. Boop, go on, lad.
Oh,
I still can't believe I picked Chat. By the way, that's insane.
Jesus. See, the problem is I just don't know what constitutes a support player. Like I'm gonna end up picking like someone that like this is a fragger or something. Like. Or someone that's good with the vibes. Like I was thinking, like Higgs. Like is he a fucking support player? I don't know, bro. His name is Higgs now as well.
In this squad, is just
it just doesn't make sense for the chemistry. So I gotta go EU, right? And I was thinking, like, okay, who's like the all-time greats like trio, like that, like never won FNtasia. Like you gotta go like French, like OG French, like maybe like a Deceptos or something. Like that guy was fucking primed up. And I thought, I'm the panderer kind of team here, so I'm going to go with my French boy, all-time great, Deceptos.
Wow. Well, safe to say Boop was lost.
I've got the French, I've got Mr. Savage, I've got Prime Panzer, and I've got Pings, who's one of the best players in EU right now. How can I ever lose here?
All right, we're each going to read out our teams in order, okay? So I'll start off and we'll go across. So, 11 squad, I have Centered as my IGL, Prime Centered, second place Demon. I got current date Yomzo as a support. He can lead, he can take over, but he's still got the crazy fragging ability when needed. I've got Benji Fishy, Prime Benji Fishy, the solo Demon as one of my fraggers. And my other fragger is World Cup Wolfies, jumping in box controller. Imagine it's the old controller as well, so he has linear and shit. He's crazy.
Oh, a lot of imagination required.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That's the point. No, that's the point. Is so that's my team. Centered Yomzo, Benji Fishy, and Wolfies. Harry, what you got?
Well, we got the OG chap. Need I say more? One of the legends of Fortnite. Then one of the new generation of players, rapid support player, doing really well recently. And then the fragging ability. I don't think you could have a better finals lobby fragging ability of Clicks and Chicho. Chicho with the best surge aim. No one beats him on surge aim nowadays. And Clicks get a sniper in his hand. Going back to Chat 5 Season 1, like insane. Even go back to World Cup if we want to go that far back, like 11. World Cup Clicks. I don't think anyone beats him.
See,
that is my squad.
My team doesn't need like this over the top introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyways, even though it doesn't require that sort of introduction. So at the top, we got our newly formed IGL in his first tournament, his grand finals as an IGL. This man tops the leaderboards on the damage statistics. You want fragging ability, you want IGLing, you want chemistry with Mr. Savage, which we do have in this team as well coming soon. You got Panzer at the top as IGL. What a goat. In support, you've got, of course, France, one of the best regions in Fortnite back in the day. In trios, Deceptas, an iconic, absolute icon player in trios back in Misty Meadows. Great player, great guy even, great guy, in terms of current time fraggers, you got Pings, one of the best fraggers in EU that hasn't won an FNCS, probably should have won an FNCS, in his absolute tippity top prime, probably the best player on this entire list. If you actually compare them to some of the other people, I'd say Pings is probably the best player on this list, therefore the best fragger in this list, obviously. And then, of course, to round it out, someone, who rounds out my heart as well, Mr. Savage, Martin, great friends. He's got that chemistry with Panzer. He's got that European chemistry. He's so underrated. Now he's unleashed in Chapter 6 as well. There's so much potential for him in this team. And, of course, has a lot of fans, which I hope will vote for this team as well. Therefore, my team has now rounded out and is the best team. Thank you.
Okay, so I think back to the moments of that draft, right? And when it was my turn to pick, I made the right pick every single time, right? This is a clear winning team headlined by the IGL stretch. Learned from Zayt. He learned from the godfather of IGLing. He's super mechanical, great fighter, and he'll do anything to get uncon. If he's running the scrim scene, he'll kick you out of scrims if you can test him off spot. He's doing whatever it takes to be uncon. Then we have Anas, just the sneaky all-time top 5. This is a different universe where he hasn't won the $1 million from Mr. Beast. He's super lucky. His dad's there to cheer the team on. So we have absolutely beautiful chemistry and, amazing pick, in my opinion. Amazing pick. Then we have Thomas, the greatest player to never win an FNCS. Most recently came second on LAN. He's the absolute best aimer to ever play the game. We're never going to be down on Surge. We're going to be uncon. We're going to win so many fights. And then Prime Noah, right? We'll push any fight. We're not afraid with Prime Noah. Almost won FNCS, disconnected. Chapter 2, Season 5. Just absolute legend of the game. We're going to take height. We're going to push. I don't think anyone beats us.
I cannot believe, as 3 EU representatives, we let Thomas go to the 4th pick. It is mind-boggling.
I feel like I know someone's going to end up sending this out of context with Thomas. I'm so sorry, Thomas.
I'm saying is,
we had
Scented was the number 1 draft pick.
Panzer was the number 1 draft pick.
Panzer was the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Boop, the best IGL in the game currently. That's not winning FNCS.
Boop, you have lost this so bad. I don't think Boop's won any game we've ever played.
I've won this one, mate. I've absolutely won this, man.
We need this. We need to just get the screenshot and a vote on Twitter. We need to see.
You can poll on YouTube, can't you?
You can if you do it as like a community post. So we will do YouTube and we'll do it on Twitter. So 2 disclaimers there. 1, we didn't prep. So if you're wondering why we all struggled so much, we did not prep. Even me, I literally, we didn't prep this, if you couldn't already tell.
Neither did I.
Yes, no, nobody prepped. So, Teddy did great. I still won though. My team is the best team. 2, let us know in the comments who we missed, because I'm sure there's people we missed who are very obvious. Oh my god, this is like the best player ever to not win, and how did you guys forget? And also 3, let us know what drafts you want us to do in the future, because we can do more of these for sure.
That was good.
All right, you guys all really enjoyed the Guess the Imposter game last week, so we're gonna run it back. We have another Guess the Imposter. We're gonna do it slightly differently though this week. Instead of asking each other questions, we're just going to go around in a circle and you're going to say one word to describe the player that eventually we're all going to pick. So 3 of us have the same player. 1 of us does not. You guys have to figure out who the imposter is. We are trying to figure out who the imposter is to win the game. So Quartz, can you message us all the player individually.
And the imposter, say imposter, so it's not.
Yeah, the imposter. Yes, yeah. Teddy Teddy and Quartz aren't friends on Discord, so you can't message him.
Jeez.
Teddy needs to accept him.
The Teddy ego.
The Teddy ego, mate. It's disgusting. Quartz obviously is French, right? So he said in our FNtasia chat, you guys forgot Skype and Nate's true. Legends
Nate
of the game.
won.
Nate won an FTS.
Oh, Nate, yeah, true. Did Skype win one ever?
No, he did. He was just World Cup Sky.
Skype, legend of the game, man. All right, yeah. So 3 of us will receive the name. 1 of us will not. Boop, after your stinker last round, we'll give you another chance at being first. So try not to mess things up.
My stinker last round. I was also the GOAT at this game last time as well. I'm just unstoppable force in FNtasia history. Okay, so 1 word to describe he or she as a player. Don't want to give it away. I'm gonna do sneaky.
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 Okay. Who's next? What's the ordering?
We'll go around like me. So like me, then you, then Teddy. Go around like that. I'm gonna keep it very general. Smart. Very smart.
Bit too general there.
No, that is quite general.
You don't want to give it away.
No. I get that. I'm gonna go with. What am I gonna go with?
Stupid.
Yeah, stupid. I'm gonna go with fighter.
Can I ask a dumb question? So we're trying. The imposter can't guess the right one, right?
What do you mean?
We're trying to.
Wait. No, the imposter has to be passing as non-imposter.
Yeah.
They don't have to guess who it is to win.
Yeah,
they just have to not get voted out.
Yeah, it's not got voted.
Got it. All right.
You have to say something that makes it clear to everyone else that you know who it is, because otherwise you'll get voted out. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
That's
All right.
Skill gap here.
I'm gonna say Dallas.
Ooh. Okay. I think I know who the imposter is.
I think I might know as well. My word of the day here will be star.
Ooh. Okay. I can see that.
Can you see that?
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm gonna say hybrid.
Okay.
Very ambiguous.
Good word. I like hybrid. I'm gonna go with moment.
I'm gonna go.
We're just talking about 11 here, or what?
That's very, very general.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with contest.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I get it now. Yeah, it makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna do.
We're doing 1 more round each. 1 more round.
Yeah,
we'll do one more round.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. Okay. Let's do. Yeah, okay. Let's do angry.
I like that. I like that
as well. I like that a lot. Okay. My final words. I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with EU.
Okay.
Think about it. Think about it.
I'm thinking long and hard about that one.
Yeah, I gotta think pretty hard.
Okay. I'm gonna go with. You gotta think about this one. OCE. Now think about it.
I see where you're cooking.
I see that. I see that. Yeah.
I see where you're cooking.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Archie.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
well, I know who the imposter is.
I absolutely know who the imposter is
the
now.
imposter is.
Okay. You guys want to cast your votes?
You can go first, Levin.
You can go first.
You first.
I'm convinced the imposter is, unfortunately, my good friend, Coach Harry.
That's insane. Of course you think that's something an imposter would say, Mr. Levin, because I think that you were the imposter, but you got it. I think you got it on the second round. I think you were the imposter. I think you know who it is, unfortunately.
I don't think. I also think Levin's the imposter after Teddy's answer there. But I don't think he got it because he was very ambiguous about his answer since the start. And then he threw a Hail Mary with EU at the end there because he knows it's an EU player. He probably thinks it's one of the EU players at Dallas, which was one of the things that Teddy said very well. So I think it's 11-2K.
You guys are having a stinker here, but okay.
I thought it was
Who do you
Boop.
think it is?
I was convinced it was Boop because
Ooh.
Sneak was a bad one, to be completely honest, Boop. But I think it's also 11. I think it's also 11.
But
okay,
you gotta pick one.
who are you
11.
picking?
Final vote.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
So
11.
Sneak was a great one, by the way.
I think
not a bad one.
Sneak was. I got Sneak. I could get Sneak.
I can use the other word for it. But
Yeah.
It would have been too obvious.
That would have been obvious, yeah. All right. So we've all voted 11. 11, what was the word?
I was the imposter.
Oh! Did you know what it was? Like, after everything.
Who was it? Who do you think it
I
was?
thought it was Venno.
It was Venno.
It was Venno, yeah.
It was Venno.
But you threw me when you said Sneaky at the start. I thought it was Teeny. Then I said, but then like I can't.
What
My
gave it
answers
away?
were good. What gave it away?
I mean, Archie probably.
Actually.
Yeah, no, Archie was very obvious. But before that, I was
But that was the last
fuck,
one.
It wasn't Teeny.
Yeah, it was the last one, so
was-
that makes sense, yeah.
No, but my answers were good though. Still, no, I know they were
you
general, but
said-
they were good.
I think hybrid.
It was
Hybrid
smart.
and EU.
The
was
hybrid
sus.
gave
Yeah.
it away
Smart.
because you've just heard smart and fighter and you just said hybrid. And then
But he does. But I was thinking like, because I thought so at first before I thought it was Venno, I thought it was Teeny, and so I was trying to. So when I said hybrid, I was thinking, yeah, he can IGL, but he can frag, so maybe they'll like let me slide, you know, a hybrid.
Yeah.
I
but-
think for the next one, like if we got another word going, don't try and not make it obvious at the end, because if, let's say, the imposter guesses it, he still wins because
You
we've
would
made
still
it.
win, yeah.
Because like you couldn't win that.
I guess
after we voted.
Levin would have won there, I guess.
Yeah, because you knew what it was.
he got it, yeah.
You knew what
I think
it
that's
was.
good, yeah. I think we let the imposter vote if they caught them
Yeah.
to win it.
Yeah.
The thing
Okay,
is, I think it wasn't Levin's answers were bad, they were like ambiguous. It was that Teddy's answers were very good about Dallas, and then I think it was contested, something like that.
because I said
Yeah.
moment and OC.
And then Harry said moment.
That's
I was
what
like,
made me
okay, yeah,
realize-
that moment
yeah, so
makes sense.
That's what made me realize it was when you said moment. I was like, fuck, it's like one of Cammy, Seti, Queasy, Venno. Then one of you said OCE. When you said OCE, I was like,
said
fuck. I was like,
There's
ah,
clicks and
fuck.
Venno,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like,
I think
OCE.
Kwame-
I was hoping because I was gonna go game 12 and that would have been obvious, but I went moment because I was
Yeah.
like, there's been a lot of moments. You can maybe go with a different player.
But it's
Yeah,
funny
the
because
game,
you
the
said
game
moment.
is about
That's the moment
moments,
that came
right?
to
The
mind.
game is
Yeah.
about moments.
Yeah.
As
Right.
someone so famously said.
I mean,
all
also,
right.
I would have said Rat, but I think Rat was too obvious
was
at the
way
start.
That would be too obvious.
But so Sneaky is like he
Yeah.
plays sneaky, like he's a sneaky
No, that's
type
a good
of player.
one. Sneaky's a really good one for Venno.
Alright.
Quartz.
One more?
Let's get a new round going. Let's start.
Alright, so are we saying the imposter can try and guess the word at the end? Like, if
At the end, yeah.
if the
So don't
imposter
make it
gets
obvious
caught,
at the
but
end.
they
Yeah.
get the words. They can. Yeah,
They win.
they win.
Okay.
We'll do that. All right,
That's
Quartz. Let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. We'll do what order should we do? We'll do. I guess we'll just go around from me. I guess. All right. Quartz. Has everyone got the word?
Mhm.
Everyone got the word. All right. Cool. I'm gonna start off by saying MVP.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I pick up what you're putting down. I'm picking it up. All right. Is it me next? Is that the order?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will go with. I'll go with Surge.
All right.
I'm gonna go with.
Oh, wait, no, it's Teddy.
It's Teddy.
Oh, it's Teddy. Oh,
I
sorry,
think it's me.
yeah,
I think it's me. All right, I'm gonna say Stacks.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with consistent.
Interesting.
Mm.
I'm gonna say confidence.
Okay. I will go with aim.
Okay, the general here.
Hey, we don't want to give it away. We don't want to give it away.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I'll say beef.
Okay. Oop.
I'm gonna say unlucky.
Interesting. I'm gonna say France.
Okay. The France has thrown me off really. Hold on. I'm trying
That one's a weird one.
Yeah.
I don't get that one really.
EU.
France, EU. Okay.
Yeah. France is in EU, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say duo.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Teddy, you're worrying me here, Teddy. I feel like you're.
I know who the imposter is. I'm
gonna say squads now.
I think Teddy's the imposter. I'll be honest with you guys, but
it's
I'm gonna say.
Go on, Poop.
Ooh, I'm trying to be sneaky on this one, but I don't know if you guys will get it. I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
Okay, music. I don't know if you guys are gonna get this one.
Can we vote this Boop guy out?
Yeah,
now?
Boop, it's 100% Boop. It's 100% Boop.
Do you now know Teddy's first answer? Because Teddy's first.
Teddy's first answer was unreal. Teddy's first answer, it just clicked with me during that round. I was like, wait.
What was his first answer? I don't even remember what it was.
No, we're not going to say anymore.
Shut up. We're not telling you his first answer.
What you vote? Go ahead.
Okay, wait, do we have one more round? Or?
No, that's it. That was 3.
That was last round.
Three.
Yeah, no, Boop. It's 100% Boop.
It's Boop. It's Boop because Teddy's first answer ruled about.
No, because let's find out who the imposter is.
No, I was just going to say it's Teddy's. That's why I'm not voting.
Teddy's first answer.
I can't remember his first
answer. At first, I thought Teddy's first answer was really, really bad. And I was like, okay, he's just throwing it. But now I'm realized he's a genius.
Yeah.
He's an absolute fucking genius.
He's a man.
All right. Boop, are you the imposter? Because I think we're all voting Boop, right? Who would you have voted for, Boop? In case you're not.
I would have voted for, honestly, probably Harry.
Okay. Now I'm thinking, did Harry snipe Teddy's first answer? Nah, he can't have. Surely not. Nah, okay.
I'm bad with references like that. I still don't even remember what his first answer was. I am pleased to tell you, guys, that I am the imposter.
Yeah, great.
But who's the player?
Who do you think it is?
So the whole time, okay, so we had duo, aim, top or something was that? And then what was it? And then I'm gonna ask later for Teddy's because I'm not sure what his was. I'm gonna guess it's Thomas HD.
No, unfortunately, it's not Thomas.
That's
HD.
right. You said France, and I thought like he was. I don't know.
I'll give you his
either
first.
Like Cammy or something.
His first word was stacks.
Stacks.
Think about stacks historically in Fortnite.
Yeah, go back. Maybe a landing spot.
Stacks.
Yeah, perhaps stacks that were simultaneously steamy while also being
they
stacks.
were. They're the
Oh.
What players come to mind when you think of Steamy Stack? You're not going to get it straight away, but one of the names eventually.
Steamy Stacks, Malibuka, you have Mr. Savage, you have...
Well, there's facial hair, there's a beard, there's Harry's beard, and then there's Reese Hubs.
Mustache.
Yeah, mustache. Facial hair would have been a god answer. If someone said facial hair.
It's 2 words.
Yeah, okay.
So I said that. At one point,
because he's signed to a French org. Yeah, that makes sense.
You said MVP, and it was MVP this grand, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I was thinking MVP. So I said MVP because he won the MVP on the Comp Awards thing that SPG did. I was like, if somebody knows, like, they're gonna.
I knew that instantly because I remember seeing it.
So I thought you guys were saying like duo, or then like I think someone said contested or something like that.
No.
And I was like, okay, Thomas Age got conned at Globals or Invitational by Canada, and then I said music because Canada was like playing the music when he was talking shit about Thomas HD. I thought I sniped him. It was too difficult to get from Stack.
I said France because initially I was gonna say Monaco because he was on Monaco.
That would have been obvious.
That would be too obvious. You would have sniped that. So then I was just like, oh, he's still on a French org. France. Yeah, it worked out.
Makes sense.
All right, let's do one more round. One more round.
I'm done.
And then we'll move on.
Is Quartz gonna give it to the same person twice, or is he gonna swap it around? Is the question for content.
True.
Difficult decisions here.
What will producer Quartz do is really the question. He has lots of different options of what he can do.
I'm going to play third imposter here.
Chance.
You're just going to
second imposter. There's only one. There's second imposter.
Second imposter. I'm going to play second imposter here. I'm going to say that right now before I even get an answer.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw a random word.
Yep.
Like pillow.
Absolutely.
Even if
it makes me imposter, I'm just going to throw it out.
Yeah. All right. Has everyone got their word?
Got the word.
All right. Yeah. I guess we'll keep the progression going. So Harry, you start, then it will go around like that.
Okay. Aggressive.
I'm gonna do run.
If it's what I think it is, that's a wild.
That's actually really good.
That's smart.
Okay.
Or is it?
He's I know the brand Teddy's going for here, and I respect it.
I'm gonna go with a swimmer.
I'm trying to say. What?
Yep. Remember what I said at the start, mate?
but you can't just throw out band.
I fucking threw it out, mate. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to say fragging.
Synonym of aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's not really. Not really. I will go with. What would I go with? Oh, how can I not make this obvious? You know what? I'll give out there. Let's say EU. Yeah.
Lucky guess.
Really narrows it down. Really narrows it down there, Harry.
Yeah. Well, get rid of 50%. 50% removal.
Really narrows it down.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say LAN.
Okay. I got an easy one. Asian.
Okay. Yeah. I see you.
See what you're cooking there. I'm gonna say TikTok.
Okay.
You guys know this meme?
Yeah. I will go with. I'm just gonna go with. Wait, what did you say? 11. Your first one was? You said. When I said aggressive.
You said aggressive.
No,
I said frag or WQ or some shit like that.
He said,
No,
he said fragging.
I said fragging.
Okay, well, we'll keep it on that vein. I'll go fighter.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right, maybe this is too gigabrain tier.
Okay.
I'll go.
Brain is activated. Hold on.
I'll go 0.
Wait, that's
No, that's not too gigabrain. That's not too gigabrain.
That's pretty decent there.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, I'm the last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with cuisine.
So the problem is, I think Boop is an imposter, but all his answers stink. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not gonna lie.
sure.
I'm almost certain it's Boop. I think he's playing it off as like he's not the imposter, but I'm pretty sure it's Boop.
The problem is, the only one I know for certain is Teddy. He's the only one I 100% knows it. Again, your way, the brain is moving too much.
Yeah, he's cooking. No,
I'm just gonna say that I don't think Harry's on my same brain wavelength.
No, I'm not.
This is just secured. I'm just much smarter than Harry.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I don't know if I call it smarter. Maybe.
Vote who you want, mate.
Can I ask a question? And I don't want to help Boop too much, but are we sure that it's not Levin? Like, are we sure? I'm just asking if we're sure.
Oh, I'm voting 11, absolutely.
It's between Levin and Boop, and I don't know who. Your first answer, which was just so similar to my answer, just gave me weird vibes.
It's not similar though. It's not similar. Then you said fighter. So by that,
Oh yeah, because I don't give it away. But I said it first. I said it first.
Like what?
Okay, Harry's answers were stinky, and the fact he didn't know my answers makes me sus.
No, like I don't understand what's going on here. I feel like it's very, like.
I'm swaying more towards Boop, but I'm just not 100%. I think that's fair. I can be fair to not be 100%.
What was Harry's first answer?
My first one was aggressive.
That's the most general answer you can put in all of Fortnite.
But if it's an IGL, I point myself out instantly within 1 second.
Not necessarily though.
What
is?
What was Boop's first answer?
Swimming.
There's like
swimming.
There's like four people in Fortnite where if you say aggressive, you're wrong. Like it's not the hardest thing to just like snipe. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest.
I could say something that don't make it very obvious, but like, yeah, I don't know.
What if it's Harry?
You get 3 chances to say something.
I think it could be Harry because he didn't get my references.
You get 3 chances to say something.
He didn't get it.
Listen, you get 3 chances to say something, and he said the same thing twice.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with me saying the same thing twice. I'm allowed to say a similar thing.
I think he realized he skated by on the first one because I said fragging, and so he wanted to double down on that by saying fighter.
Wait, hardest.
Wait, no. I think like I'm 90% sure.
Harry and me.
I think it's. I'm gonna vote.
That's why, because Harry laughed at Teddy's first one, which I knew. That made me think like it can't be Harry. But then his answers was really bad. Like his answers after was so fucking bad.
Yeah, because I can without giving it away. I don't want. I'm playing to not give it away more than I'm playing to.
Me too.
Let's get
the vote. Let's get the vote. So I get to vote first because I obviously went
Wait,
first.
what did you want to say, Teddy?
And Boop laughed the least at my first one. I think
he did, but I was sus of Boop. I was convinced it was Boop, but Harry's now like I'm thinking back at Harry's answers and I'm like, I don't know.
That's me and you're wrong. That's me, you're wrong. If I'm first guess and I guess aggressive, I'm putting it out on the limb. I could have said much more vague words than aggressive.
So Harry votes.
I'm voting. I'm. If it's you, Levin, I'm gonna be so angry. But I'm gonna vote Boop. I'm voting Boop.
You're making a mistake.
And then Levin's gonna vote for Boop.
Well, we're going around like this, but
yeah. So it's your next vote.
All right. So just for the sake of suspense, and I'm gonna vote Levin.
Okay.
Boop, who you voting for?
I'm voting Levin. Oh,
Dog
you don't
wants-
like the answer.
Dog
Yeah.
don't agree. Doggy don't agree, mate.
No, dog is decided. Like it was correct. I also have a beagle, so like
Okay,
we know we
I'm-
got the connection.
Well, I'm voting Boop, but if
How
I'm
do
being
we get
honest,
around?
I'm voting Boop, but
What you do?
I'm very sus of Harry. The thing is, though, Harry. Okay.
Yeah?
What was your last answer?
I said fighter. I said fire.
What was your second answer?
EU. Again, I've signed again.
Okay.
Fighter
okay.
EU.
Am I going for
okay.
back-to-back snipes? Am I that crazy
So
to go back?
how do we
Harry
resolve tiebreaker?
played-
Do we each say a word or what?
Harry played for placement.
Nah,
on his
actually, no,
last
that'd
two
be too
guesses
obvious.
for sure. He was playing for placement. He was
Yeah,
not.
No, playing for
that's
placement. I was
fair,
gonna
that's
never-
fair, that's fair. Wait, but Teddy, why do you think it's me?
No, he just did it for suspense, but now we're sitting
Oh.
at stalemate. Surely you're voting Boop.
All I'm gonna say, just think about what I've been saying. That's it.
This guy's the biggest. This guy's the biggest gaslighter of all time.
Right, do we do
to
a
be
heads
honest,
up?
can I tell you why?
Point,
I don't
I've got
know
a point.
enough. I don't know enough about this player to validate Boop's references, because Boop's references were super specific, which means they could be like really bad.
You don't need to know the player.
Guys,
Right, do you want me to do heads or tails? I've got.
You don't
heads
need
or
to know
tails.
the player for this, for my references.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
You just gotta think, boys.
Boop is doing the classic. He started the round by saying, "I'm going to troll," so now he can just say anything.
But
and
did I troll
validate
my
it.
answers?
I mean, it's
If
not
you
really
really
my vote.
think about
I
it.
think you
It's
did
Boop.
troll your answers.
Boop.
It's Boop.
Boop. I
There
changed
you
my
go.
vote.
There we go.
You guys have let
definitely Boop.
Levin swindle you
Right,
guys.
Boop.
Right.
Are you the
Are
imposter?
you the imposter?
Are you guys sure? You
Yeah.
don't want to
Yes,
change.
it's
I wanna
obviously
change.
you, bro.
I am not the imposter.
You're lying.
Oh,
You're lying.
Levin. Got away with it.
You're lying.
Levin. I'm not the imposter. It's Levin,
Was it
100%.
Harry?
I'm not the imposter.
It's Levin's.
Who's
He's
the
just
imposter?
nobody. Imagine.
Wait, imagine Quartz trolled us.
Coach fucked up.
What?
It's Levin. Levin just pretending. He's gaslighting. Look at him. He is. Look at him.
I am the imposter.
I knew it. I
told you.
swear to God, I
Let
knew I was on
me
to you.
explain my answers.
I'm the
'Cause you,
imposter.
oh my god, how do you not get my
Wait, wait,
answers?
wait, can
Number
I-
one,
No, I don't
Oh,
need
you
to
get
guess.
to-
I
you
won.
get to
They
guess.
didn't vote me. No, you voted Boop. But
you can guess who it
I
is.
have no clue who it is at all.
Oh,
Okay,
Not a
yeah, there were
single
super
clue.
elite references.
I have not
Okay.
a single clue.
So Teddy said, what was your first answer,
He
Teddy?
said run, which
Run.
is
Run,
which-
run. Okay, run. So the play was walks.
it was walk, so
Run,
walk,
walks.
run.
So
Like,
what's another form of transportation? Swimming.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you
Also-
guys are overcooking, man.
Okay,
Holy
think about it
shit.
this way. Asian cuisine. What do you cook in Asian cuisine with?
What?
that was way
A walk.
too.
I
A
can't lie.
fucking walk, mate.
I can't lie.
Walk.
That's
You
way too
both
much. for
literally
overcooked.
and figuratively cooked Boop.
Yeah.
No.
But
No,
I.
But
to
Levin
be-
said he cooked with that answer. I was like, wait a second, that's a good reply.
No.
But then, yeah, he
So-
was the only one that didn't get. And then Harry not getting it just made me. Yeah,
I
it
No,
never
but
was
I
his
didn't-
fault.
I didn't sell as hard as Harry, at least.
No.
I'll be
but,
I
honest.
don't know how you guys gonna get
I'm-
the. I thought we were just playing off the wordplay because Teddy started the wordplay. So, okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna start the wordplay
I
too with
think-
Asian
I
cuisine.
think the wordplay is too meta game. It's too.
Apparently not, because then no one got
Nah,
it.
but it's yeah. Anyway,
I didn't know
No,
enough
but no,
details
I
about
liked
walks.
I liked the run. The run was good and the stat I liked the answers. I should have gone with you. As soon as you said fragging as I said aggressive, it was just like
It's too obvious.
there's no
You
way.
were trying to cook me too much for my answer. You didn't realize I'm just a genius, mate.
I was
Yes.
thinking like swimming, like maybe one of the Kinch stats. He was top of swimming. You know, I was going right down the grapevine. there.
Loads of transportation and cooking. Come on,
Overcooked.
guys.
You overcooked.
The audience is gonna be fuming because they're so
I know.
smart and they'll realize my answers.
they are. All right. Before we wrap up the podcast, I'm not done with the tier list today. I got one more.
All right.
One quick one though. We'll speed
Quick
run
one.
through this one. Everyone's talking about the new season, but we've not shown any love to OG Fortnite Season 2. So we are going to rank the OG Fortnite Season 2 POIs. Which are the best POIs of Chapter
Fucking hell.
1 Season 2? Starting off with Wailing Woods. Where would we put Wailing Woods?
B.
Do you want to speed run it, or just say where we're gonna put it? And
Just,
then
yeah,
put it
just give me
B.
where. Give me where it is.
C. And
I'll go
11,
B.
Teddy, where are you thinking? Noah? Okay, John.
Yeah, so Teddy, I'm waiting for
No.
Teddy to say.
Wait,
Teddy.
am I?
Yeah. Yeah,
Am
yeah,
I?
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear.
yeah,
You can hear.
yeah.
Yeah, B.
Oh, B?
B.
You guys
I like Wailing Woods.
Wailing that, huh? Okay. Wait. I forgot the
Is
name
that
of
not
this
Wailing
one.
Woods?
No, this isn't Wailing. This is the one on the east, the far east. Not Haunted. What's it called? What the hell is it called?
The tower in Wailing?
Lonely Lodge. Lonely Lodge.
Lonely Lodge. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I thought Wailing Woods was Lonely Lodge. Oh my god.
No. Lonely Lodge.
Well, I changed mine to C then for Wailing, by the way,
Okay,
if
we'll
that's
leave
the
it
case. Yeah.
Harry said C as well, I think. Lonely.
Yeah.
B.
E for me.
I like Lonely.
Yeah, I thought this was Lonely.
Lonely Lodge. I think this is retail.
Retail.
Yeah, this is retail.
It's an A for me.
Retail.
That's A. It's vintage A, yeah.
I can't lie. Retail might be S, man.
Nah.
I think
There's
there's
only
one
one
S.
S.
There's one S, I think.
Nah,
I think
I think
it's
retail's an S, man.
where the fellas are taking
I
us.
think retail's an S. I think you guys I think there's two S's. I think retail's an S. What is this one?
What the hell is that?
Oh, that's Dust. Is that no? That's the lake.
That's
The-
Dusty
what's it-
Divot.
No, it's
Is that
not.
Dusty Divot?
No,
or
this
the lake.
is Dusty Divot.
Is that chapter 2?
Oh, that's the lake. That's the
Divot?
lake. Whatever the fucking lake called. Is it
Loot Lake?
Loot Lake. Yes, Loot Lake.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Loot Lake.
Yeah, Loot Lake. Loot Lake's B.
No.
Loot
Lake's
C.
B, man.
C.
Loot Lake's a
C.
B, man.
C.
C.
Just so many good moments there.
You guys
come out
you
of
guys
Tilted.
suck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, Teddy. You don't know, man. You come out of Tilted.
Me and Boop, we're just on the same wavelength.
It's where the losers land to third party Tilted.
It's where the
that's
winners
why.
of Tilted go to continue the rest of the journey.
Yeah, but who's landing there? The losers, exactly. They're
Fucking
fighting the
stinky losers, bro.
Oh my god, man. All right.
The Edens.
We got is this Fatal Fields? I think this is Fatal. Is this Fatal or
Yes,
Anarchy?
I think so.
Yes.
Either one. They both look the same.
I think
We'll
Anarchy's
go
the
Fatal.
This
one
is Fatals,
further
I
up.
think. This is
Yeah,
Fatal.
Fatal.
Yeah.
Fatals.
B.
There.
Hot take. I always felt Fatal was a shit Anarchy. I want to say D.
D.
Yeah.
I thought
wanna say
Anarchy
D.
was a shit Fatal. I thought that was opposite.
I thought the opposite.
Fatal was classic.
I used to think, I thought Anarchy was the better Fatal, but then they got rid of Anarchy and they just kept running with Fatal. So they've implanted it in
More
your mind
iconic.
that Fatal is better, but
It's not propaganda, mate.
I think it is. I think it is. They kept running with the Fatal agenda.
It's the woke agenda
But
to make
Anarchy-
Fatal great again.
But
Oh my
Anarchy
god.
is the true initial, do you know what I mean? Like, come on. But, you know, fair enough.
Is that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is
Moisty?
Moisty. Yeah, because Loot
Oh,
Lake
then if
is-
it's Moisty,
We can zoom in.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
Loot
please,
Lake.
Moisty needs to
you're
go
right,
up.
yeah.
Moisty needs
Moisty?
to go up, and I'll tell you why. Because
I
that's
know why.
where before creative, you have to learn to
You
build
farmed 1K mats in Moisty.
Yeah,
That is
that's where
iconic.
you would have
You
to
know,
build.
Moisty's getting an A tier for me because
You know, for that-
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Real Ones did it in Tilted. I can't lie. Actually, I did that back. Real Ones did it in
no,
Tilted.
because Tilted was when they added Playground. Before Playground, you had to go Moisty. Had to go Moisty.
Yeah,
Had-
I wasn't cracking 90s back then, bro.
Yes, you were just a bot back then.
That was back when there was. Remember this? Everyone's like the blue AR is better than the Scar.
Oh my gosh, I remember those conspiracy theories. Yes. People genuinely thought those people genuinely thought it was. And now, if you ask people, it's them and all that
Yeah.
rubbish.
Oi.
All right, Fatal, I put in B. Salty.
D.
Fucking stinker.
C.
But in
Oh,
the
Iconic
OG
for
mode,
being shit.
Is shit.
in the
You have
OG mode,
no
it was good
loot.
because of that rift in the basement. Remember that?
Yes.
When they-
Yeah.
then when
But
they
yeah,
brought it
but I
back.
guess it's, yeah.
It still made it was.
I don't think, but it didn't have that rift. It didn't have
people.
that rift in season 2. So the season 2 version is
That was
no.
when
Dusty.
they did the OG back.
That was for zero build, yeah.
C.
That's
This is before the Divot. If it's
I
before
can't
the
lie.
Divot, C.
D.
Dusty's a
I think
Dusty
B.
stinks.
Stinker.
It was the whole marketing around Season X at the World Cup. It was just a picture of Dusty Divot, and everyone went insane. That has to
Yeah,
be
that was
just on
woke
that alone.
propaganda again.
It's not season 2 though. We're not in season 2. Get it in a D.
That was
I'd
utter
agree,
woke
D.
bullshit, mate. Fuck
Mate,
Divot.
You
This
land
D.
Dusty, there's like 4 chests, bro. There was nothing there, bro. Dusty's.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm saying this is Anarchy.
Anarchy, bro, Anarchy was so classic, bro.
Put it higher in B. Put it one above it in B for the propaganda.
Isn't Anarchy where both Ninja and Nikkei 30 landed in their first game?
That is some.
Maybe I'll get fact
Oh my
check.
god, that's
That
an
is
elite
some-
knowledge right
Oh,
there.
I'm
Jesus.
telling you,
Maybe I'll
Anarchy
get
was-
fact check.
in like chapter 1, season 1, 2, like Anarchy was so clear of Fatal that like the fact that Fatal has a bigger legacy is like repulsing to me.
This isn't some conspiracy theory.
It is. It is. Just... No, it genuinely is. It genuinely is. Flush Factory.
D, E, F, G. Put it all the way down the bottom.
B. Iconic.
That's
B.
So iconic.
Iconic B.
That's where you and the homie landed when you didn't want to die, you know?
Yeah, because it's shit. That's the whole point.
We all remember the Flush Factory rotate.
Yeah, it's not about iconic. Like, how's the POI?
Just because you didn't have friends to play with, Harry.
Yeah, I have no friends. It's shit. Put it in D.
Let's go in and see. Is this Shifty?
What is that?
Shifty Shafts?
Oh, it's Snowy, though.
Yes, it might be. It's the wrong one.
I like Shifty. Shifty's a classic.
Shifty's a little C.
Shifty's low-key an A. And I'm saying Shifty's an A because it was the other option of when you leave Tilted, but like kind of better than Loot Lake, you know?
Yeah, but where do you land? It's about where you're landing.
But like, even landing Shifty was good as well. Like landing
I put
Shifty,
B. Yeah, I put B.
Shifty's got a lot.
I think
an
A and an S on the OG map to keep the integrity of this list has to be reserved for like the really true iconic places. I think Shifty's B. I love Shifty, but you can't put it up there with retail.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Is this Pleasant?
Yeah.
Oh, Pleasant's low-key an A tier, I can't lie.
Yeah, it's genuinely.
Everyone lands Doghouse. Like the Doghouse, everyone's touched a bit of Doghouse in the house, in the life.
Is it not?
You don't think that's Pleasant?
That's not Pleasant, apparently.
Yeah, that might be Greasy.
No, the third one's Greasy. The third one's Greasy, I'm pretty sure, and that is Pleasant.
I think that one is Greasy, yeah.
I can check.
Well, we're just saying,
just zoom in real quick, Levin, for a quick
zoom in.
Check.
No, I can check. No, this one is Greasy. This one is Greasy. Horse is right. This is Greasy.
Okay.
Put that fucking sinker down there, then, mate.
Snobby Shores. Is it Snobby?
Yes.
The mansion thing.
That's the mansion on the east of the house, that little mansion. Yeah. It's just one mansion.
D.
That is such a classic drop, though, when you're going edge map and you're too afraid to fight.
No, this is Snobby, guys.
Does it look like Snobby? I can't tell because it's so small.
So small and pixelated.
I think that's that mansion, right?
I thought it was the mansion.
It's a POIs, isn't this?
Yeah, so I guess it's Snobby.
Snobby.
Yeah, it has to be Snobby then, yeah.
Snobby. That's where Ninja and Drake landed.
God, this is some knowledge.
But at the same time, Mega and Dubs also landed there, so like...
So I think Snobby goes C, but I can't lie. Like, when Snobby first came out, I thought it was such a sick spot. I'd give it
I think so. Snobby B. Snobby B. I'm fine with Snobby B.
Everyone wanted the house to look like the houses in Snobby.
Quickly for the audio listeners.
I'm going to buy my mom a mansion one of these.
For the audio listeners, the reason why we can't tell is it's just so small on the tier list. And there's no writing of what landing spot it is. It's just a few pixels and we're trying to guess what it is.
And I wouldn't say... there we go. I wouldn't say they're the best pictures ever, too.
No, they're not the best pictures.
Yeah, they're not iconic pictures.
They're not the greatest. What's this one?
Greasy.
This is Greasy?
That's Greasy.
Greasy's a C for me, I can't
C, yeah, it's stuck.
Yeah, C.
I'm not going to
Greasy was only cool when they froze it in ice that one season.
Yeah. Greasy was only cool when they did Taco Time.
Come on, Lemon, you know that.
Alright, Loot Lake.
Where did we have it last time? C? Yeah, chuck it back in C. Chuck it
back in C.
B or C. B or C.
I think B.
Well, no, we've got 3 season 2Bs.
Come on, keep it even. Come on.
Getting stuck in the water that you couldn't move in or swim in is like a core memory.
Yeah, C, and it sucks. So
okay, you know what? For that, for that, it does suck.
PTSD.
C for can't swim.
Haunted Hills.
It's my spot.
Haunted Hills. Iconic, bro. I can't lie.
That's got to be D then. If it's Teddy spot, put it in D.
What?
Haunted was kind of crazy though. Haunted, I think, gets better.
My boy has betrayed me.
I think Haunted got better as chapter 1 went on. I think the initial Haunted is not like Haunted was sick when they used to do Fort Nightmares and all that stuff.
Name one iconic player that landed a Haunted except for Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, who's a bigger Fortnite icon than me?
What is
the name? The answer is Nate Hill. Teddy's much better looking than Nate Hill. So
Junction.
Oh no, this spot's a B
tier. The llama.
Yeah, this is a B tier. I love this spot. As no loop, but the llama was cool. This is definitely above Haunted Hills.
Loki, it's an A for me. I can't lie. Okay, so it evens up the.
It's a C.
Overlay.
I can't lie. Junction's a C.
I'll go fuck myself, I guess.
Yeah, I would go fuck yourself. And then last but not least, Tilted Towers.
D, overrated.
Yeah.
Gotta be S tier. It's gotta be S tier.
We missed Tomato Town.
Nah, no one cares about Tomato Town, man.
It's S tier just because it was in the song. Chug Jug with you.
Oh, it's
no victory royale.
Thanks. Yeah. All right, that's it. That's that for the OG POIs. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Let us know what your favorite POI was in OG season and why it wasn't Haunted Hills.
Where did you and your friends land?
I
can't believe the Haunted Hills slander. To be,
it's not slander. It's factual, surely.
Not slander. It's just like fact.
It's just truth, mate.
It wasn't the
truth hurts.
It wasn't one of the POIs of all time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the Hills are gonna haunt you guys for this.
Ooh.
I hope not.
I don't claim this negative energy.
Do we have super thanks, Quartz? I actually don't know if we got a super thanks last episode. Oh, there we apparently we did.
Of course we do. The people want to pay.
Yeah, the people want to pay. We got many.
We got 5.
Oh, there's one people that I see in there though.
All right, Geordie Sosa once again says, "Guess who's back again? Because who would do better in a global environment? Top 33 EU player or a Middle East OCE Brazilian Asian FNtasia champion?" I saw a TikTok comment on this and wanted everyone's thoughts, especially 11.
11.
I'm 11. Let them know. Who's the top 33 EU player, anyways?
Basically last in FNTS.
Moneymaker, I placed 33rd in Grants.
No, you're saying top 33 is in like in trios, or you're saying top 33 is in like...
I think it has to be top 33 with trios, because if it's top 33 of just players, then it's a top 10 EU trio, and probably the answer is...
Like Moneymaker got like 33rd, so...
Moneymaker versus, what, Toyota? Yeah, I'm taking Toyota. Yeah, I'm taking... Because not all those regions are the same, so you can't really put them in that. So I'd go with the smaller region there.
Absolutely smaller region.
All right, what's the next one? Manhuatun. Cold isn't C tier. He should be A. Cold had less than 10 kill difference between him and Pete with 2k less shots. He also had more elims than Aegis with 2k less shots. We have to realize that it's Ritual's fault. What the fuck is Cold supposed to do in endgame with a Peter who has a coin doing his own thing? He's basically a solo. Of course he's going to die. Not sure what else you expect for Cold. He was getting the most surge and doing the best in early to mid game. Lack of Ritual endgame leaving him essentially a solo is why he couldn't do shit. There you go.
Oh, Cold's already dating Frantic, mate. Relax.
Yeah. You guys gave Cold a C?
Based on his Grant's performance.
Oh, I think Cold was pretty good in Grants.
Manhuatun,
Not Grants.
I think what we just need to say is that Acorn, Agers, and Polio were so good, and we can be super positive. It was a great team effort for the upset.
We can be super positive.
The broadcast, they had a stinker. Fuck those guys.
If you're making your opinions based on who took less shots, then I think that's all that needs to be said. Like, at the end of the day, right? If you have watched all 12 games and haven't realized that a lot of the mistakes were Cold as well as Rituals, then that's just essentially, if your opinion's based on kills, damage, that sort of thing, then...
Also, I like how his excuse for Cold was that, what is he supposed to do? Peterbot has a coin, he's doing his own thing. How does that not apply to Ritual here? Yeah. Oh, Ritual just died because he fucking sucks, but Cold, man, just because Pete was running away from him, bro. What can my glorious king do?
I think
brother, he's already dating Frantic.
I think you guys are giving this more energy than it deserves.
Move on.
I just appreciate the $2 level. I don't know about you, man, but like...
Clutch, that's a lot of money. Clutch. He said, Harry, I was watching this in a call with people who are just, he's referencing what Harry said. Because obviously Harry watched it with Clutch. And he said, seeing Poyo win did put a smile on my face. I can't lie. Motherfucker, it was game 11, Acorn 130 points ahead, and you were on some, Pete's still going to win this. It's Peterbot classic, go behind and win last 2 games. Bullshit, oh God, I'm about to crash out. Hashtag Coach Two-Face. Hashtag never trust the ginger ones.
Teddy's got shot up in a
yeah, he sent me.
But, I'm hitting strays. All for Coach Harry stakes.
All I'll say is the reason why I said this is because I wanted Poyo to win because obviously I like the whole underdog side of things. But it was every single divisional cup going into this was Peterbot's not winning by the last 2 games. 20 bomb, he wins the tournament. So I was holding on to the fact that might still just happen. Like even if when Acorn was 130 points ahead.
Can I say something? Clutch, can you stop super thanking? You're just giving YouTube and Google money. I'm gonna pay you for running the Twitter account, and you're just giving me the money back. You might as well just tell me what your super thank message is and just take that off the invoice. You're just giving Google money. You're giving billion-dollar companies, trillion-dollar companies money for nothing. I'm going to give you this money back. Anyway, it's fine.
I'm going to give him a super, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Super, you're welcome.
He comments about me, so,
true.
You know.
He does hate you. All right, Doris said, I love the podcast. You guys keep the community alive. Question, do you think Netherlands will have a comeback? This one's for Boop. I'm letting Boop cook on this one. We used to have Metro, Milan, Amplify, and so many more, but now the only big names, quote unquote, are Hero, Tiddy, and Marine. And no one, or none of those made grands. Are we cooked, Boop?
See, this is actually a long conspiracy that we've had. Notice how everyone that got banned before Heats was Dutch. You know, Kiro's team, Tiddy, Miranda Macon, unfortunately. You know, this is a conspiracy against the Dutch, unfortunately. You know, we had the mighty Milan and the mighty Mutuos back in the day, and they had to suppress us as a folk, you know, just as we've been suppressed by the ocean in the past times. It's a historical thing with the Netherlands. Yeah, we are cooked. I mean, the other Dutchy Diox gambled all his money away. All the other duchies just fucking stink, you know. Unfortunately, I think it's just the nature of how much tax we pay in the Netherlands. You can blame the Belastingdienst for this one, Doris. Unfortunately, I was EU's last hope. And yeah, I mean, I'll keep it strong for the content side, you know. I'll be the representative as a half Asian duchy.
Well, what no about one this, from the Netherlands qualify? Literally no one to grands.
They all got banned before. Literally, Tiddy and Kiro got banned.
What happened to that great region?
But maybe being down this bad means by next year, this time, there'll be a golden generation. So, Boop, you know, Boop, it's all on you, bro.
Very, very hopeful.
I don't know. I can't name you a single Dutch player that these guys got.
Maybe this guy, Doris. Maybe Doris is next up. The next Mitra.
Doris is a Pepe smoking weed. I think it's good for Doris.
I think it's probably not great. Yeah, that's true, actually. And number one this week, Robert Graff. Robert Graff. These are the super thanks I like.
I love these ones.
These are the best super thanks. None of that $1 waffle. Just straight bang $9.99. And he said, "Thanks, love the podcast, appreciate all of your work."
We love you.
Robert.
We love you, Robert.
Thanks, Robert.
You know what? Let's spend the next 2 minutes talking about everything we love about Robert.
The way that Robert just has his G capitalized his name is just so clean,
so
bro.
Gangster.
That graph.
The R on his profile picture, you just see it, it's just aura.
I mean, his sentences are very well constructed.
True.
Punctuation's on point.
Good grammar. That's a mature viewer, 100%. Robert's not like
you use the right "your" as well.
True.
Underrated.
Yeah, no,
underrated.
It goes unnoticed. No, I appreciate you, Robert. Thank you very much for the support. Yeah, no, all the super thanks. Thank you. You guys don't have to super thank, but we appreciate you nonetheless.
You should.
For your. I mean, yeah, you should. If you like the podcast, you enjoy it, then you should as a sign of support. But you don't have to. All right. Well, see you all next week. Thanks for joining us today, Teddy.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
Thanks for having. Can I say something before? You know, as someone who's listened to FNtasia since 2021, when it was Shayo and who else was Bala? Shayo and Bala. It's a true honor to come on here and chop it up with you fellas. And hopefully I cooked a little bit.
Big cook.
It was great to have you.
References were elite.
Yeah.
Much better than Resub. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that Resub.
Yeah, let's get rid of Resub. We'll just have Teddy on that.
Yeah, and I didn't replace Reese, so don't worry. Fans
out there. There's a ginger quota, unfortunately, that Levin put in.
Well, it's gone up recently. That's why we've had 10
years. It's gone up by quite a lot, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you all for listening as always, and we will see you all next week.
Bye-bye.